I'm enjoying your comments. I hope you appreciate the spooky Halloween music, framing Rose. Okay. All right. Couple things that are going on with Rose. And then again, I'm going to, just for those who are unfamiliar with who Team Rose is, just going to do a brief explanation. First time I met Rose was within the Super Soldier program, which is part of the UFO conspiracy that came about through Carrie Cassidy's Project Camelot. And she was a big follower of Max Spears, who passed away. She was featured in the BBC documentary about Max Spears as kind of being like a wacky person. Rose doesn't seem to have any discernment on the information that she gives out to people. She was doing channeling by a psychic that was supposed to be Max. So that's how I had originally known her. And I see somebody has said something here for a moment, but I'm going to get to that in just a second. That's how I originally knew her. I had some conversations with her on the telephone before. I'd say back maybe in 2015. Then all of a sudden on Facebook, she was posting about how her life was threatened, how she had a hitman after her. And she pointed to, she's in the chat tonight, Murder Candy Podcast. That's Avery Shannon. So shout out to Avery's show there. I said, what's going on? And she goes, oh, they're ruining my Airbnb business and all this kind of stuff. And this was probably around January of the beginning of this year. And I looked into it. I couldn't find any evidence of what she was claiming. The one thing that I've noticed about Rose, who's, by the way, her real name is Deborah Director, and I found this out I was tipped off that she was an actress, that she was in a movie called In the Bedroom, which starred Sissy Spacek and Tom Wilkinson. Also has Marissa Tomei in it. It's a good film, actually. She has a minor role, but significant. She's in several scenes, and I'm not doxing her because Deborah Director is registered with the Screen Actors Guild. So that is a professional name that she's used. Now that it might be her real name, but it's been registered as you can look it up on I always say it backwards, IMBD. Anyway, I might have said it wrong. I always say it wrong. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So that is something. She's also had a business that she was making chocolates. She uses that name as well. She has several different YouTube channels. And one thing that I did notice about Rose that I thought was kind of odd was that she had, I knew that she had three or four different Facebook pages. Now, some people say that's no big deal. That doesn't matter if somebody has a Facebook page. But sometimes, this is my personal feeling, I think that when somebody has multiple Facebook pages and multiple social media profiles that have different names, they're not the same name, but they're different names. If they're trolling somebody, let's say you get into an argument with them online or something like that, and you think you've blocked them, they can still spy on you and see what you post. And then they can also argue with you with different personalities, as if like you think you're arguing or you're having a disagreement with one person, but actually it's the same person pretending to be more than one person, which makes it feel like it's like on a social level, right? And when you're looking at social media, when people look at it, it looks like you have more than one person disagreeing with you on your point. So it looks like maybe like your point's not as valid as theirs is. And it also makes somebody feel that they are being ganged up on, and yet they're being ganged up on the same person. And that is exactly what Deborah Director does. I've caught her in it. I've had more than one profile arguing with me at the same time. And one of the things that really got me about, during this time was that she had a profile, and maybe it means nothing. All right. But apparently this triggered her. That picture that you're seeing that I showed is actually a screenshot of a video where she was going off on me during this time. Because I tried to contact her. For a long time, she had a Facebook page called Crystal Montgomery. And I thought that was her name, actually. That her real name was Crystal Montgomery. And I'd known of it for years. I thought it was odd, because she was going crazy about Avery. And the one video that I saw about that Avery was covering was the little girl, Harmony Montgomery. And what I thought was odd, maybe it's just a pure coincidence, but the mother's name of Harmony was Crystal, and the father's last name is Montgomery. And I thought, how weird that she has Crystal Montgomery, and there's this missing little girl. And, Rose seems to be just going crazy over it. So I questioned her, and I didn't get an answer. And finally, I kept poking on Facebook until I got a reaction out of her. And the reaction was, she was quite angry with me, completely dismissed me. I don't care what you have to say. What do I have to answer to you? I don't have to answer to you about anything. I'm just curious why you have several profiles, and then why your profile is matching the missing girl over somebody that you are accusing of coming after you. And I go, do you have any proof that these people are doing this to you? Because I'm a person that has been cyberbullied extensively on the internet, extensively threatened for years for various reasons. Okay. And I have a paper trail. Like I have screenshots, I have proof. When I talk about something, when I say somebody is trolling me or I'm being threatened, I can prove that that is actually happening. I haven't seen one bit of proof from Rose. Not one thing about Benny Keyz. Apparently he's a hitman that's trying to kill him. I don't see one thing about anything that Avery's ever done. And, you know, I know Avery is in the chat here. I don't know, maybe you might want to come on in a bit, Avery. I can give you a link here if you're able to hang on, and just get some feedback. But there was a while back, not too long ago, where Rose was, on her channel, just ranting and raving about like Avery, and she was saying this is her real name, and I know she's she's going to my Airbnb and she's going to stay there and she's stalking me and this and that. She's on the phone talking to like apparently a police officer, just saying names like real names that may not be real names. I don't know, but she's pretending like they're real names and going on and on and on and on and on. And I have seen Avery have a hard time with this. Okay, now let's just leave it right there for a second, all right? I'm going to also, Avery is actually a real person. Yes, she's in the chat right now. She does Murder Candy podcast. Yes, Avery is a real person. That's a funny question. Like, is she real? The chick works for Shadowbox. Okay, does she? And by the way, Shadowbox see, that's what now I can't prove it. I have wondered if Rose wasn't an agent, like if Rose wasn't part of psychological warfare and she is sniffing around abducted children that have been abducted and bringing in the satanic ritual abuse theory to every single thing that she talks about. Because another thing that she does is she's really an obstructor to law enforcement and the media to really find a missing child. She's the example of the YouTube media not doing the right thing. She is because one of the shows that I did on my own podcast, and I have part of it linked here. I'm going to play a little bit of that for you tonight. I talk about like Dawn Wells and the mother, of Summer Wells, because she hasn't. Okay, Rose has really obsessed over Summer Wells. And, they went on Dr. Phil and they talked about how social media has actually really harmed them. These people have lost their daughter. She's not found yet. She might not even be alive anymore. And yet this media is so sure that they're the perpetrators. And they had to move off their property and stuff, everything. And so Rose has participated in this. Now, Shadowbox has to do with Ed Butowski and Thomas Schoenberger. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. And it goes to the 17th letter of the alphabet. Ed Butowski was a private investigator that was associated with Seth Rich. And how there was how the conspiracy came about that he was the person who did the real WikiLeaks. And he was murdered in a botched robbery. The private investigator of that created Shadowbox, which put people in position to do the right-wing 17th letter of the alphabet situation. And there's stuff online, legitimate, like BuzzFeed talks about this. This is not something that's made up. I've always wondered if actors, right, do not play a part in the psychological warfare, or that they're not a part of alphabet agencies. For example, let's just think about it. Lincoln was shot by an actor. Everybody want to question that? Like, there's a link between that. I'm not saying that's what it is, but because of the fact that she was an actress, I find that to be very interesting. I put that in that's in the interesting box. Okay. She caused drama in a lot of different chat rooms, and she has put money in the pockets of Jimmy Jams, Dolly Vision, and Ernie Shell. Okay. She is funding him. All right. I've looked into Ernie Shell. I'm not impressed. I've seen things where he's had a drug problem. I've seen things where he's been asking for donations for a nonprofit to rescue children that's not really a nonprofit yet. And Rose is running around telling people that he is a super soldier. So she's hybriding her own other background on making him special. He's a super soldier. Why? Because Rose says it. That's bullshit. Okay. Okay, well aware of the Show Me Burgers and the Quint Squad. Okay, Sherry, yes, I'm sure a lot of you are. I'm just saying it for those who don't know. Lots of money off child, shameful. Fiona Barnett has been heavily debunked with SRA scam. Yeah. You know my problem with Fiona Barnett? She claims to have had all these people that, all the stuff that happened to her that are just absolutely horrific. She may have taken other people's stories and made them her own, but she has no vulnerability. She's so strong when she's talking and she explains everything. I'm like, okay, why aren't you messed up? Why aren't you a basket case? That's the part I'm like, you don't seem like a victim to me. Okay, so I want to play something, because I want to show you the dynamic of some of the things that she's done. I could just sit here and talk about somebody, but again, I'm going to show you some receipts. I'm going to say stuff and then not back up what I'm saying. All right, this is a video that I found. It is from a channel, and I'll share it. Traders Amongst Us. Traders Amongst, and I want to put a banner. This is transformative work. So we're educating the public and critiquing the video we are sharing. This is covered under fair use and allowable by law. And I want to. I'll also put this in the chat for you to see here. Okay. There you go. Okay, so let me get this out of the way and expand. And then I just want to make sure that I added the sound right, because sometimes I don't get that on there right. Okay, so let's go. Let's listen to this. It's pretty horrific.
This is Team Rose in all her motherfucking glory.
You think I'm going to take orders from you, bitch? You know, you're expendable, Nicolina. You think you're the top of the CIA? Is that why? Are you Ernie's handler? Is that why you're always harassing him like that? You think you're part of the big CIA and Ernie's a little super soldier that's running off and might go, oh, you got to find him. You don't know what he's doing. You're obsessing over him. Huh? You little CIA handler. Duh.
Now, Team Rose, this is going to your daughter. In fact, there's going to be a lot of contact with your daughter. So she knows exactly what she needs to do with you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I was just pissing. What did you say?
Oh, why don't you just shit as well?
I was just peeing.
Okay, pee and shit.
Oh my
Are you
God.
going to wipe yourself? Maybe you need those 12-inch nails of chaotic beauties to help you.
It's my CIA phone. They're calling to see when they can.
Oh, are they calling you from my sister? My daughter is furious with you.
I'm sure she's more furious with you than.
No, she's furious with you. You have no right to do what you do in the whole world. You know, you're such an arrogant piece of shit.
I doubt.
And this is why you think it's okay to be a bad mother.
They're landing.
And you know what? I know people like you who are bad mothers. They go so crazy When you call them a bad mother, they will do anything like you. You're going to rip me to shreds, aren't you? Because you'd rather rip me to shreds, Nicolina, than focus on your daughter and pay attention to your daughter and do something fun with your daughter. Why did you take your daughter to Italian lessons? I took my son to Italian.
Rose just completely threatened rape upon her daughter by Don Wells. We're not true crime. How many lives do you want us to make about Don Wells being a piece of shit person? We're not fucking grifters. We talk about predators right fucking now, like Ernie Shell. And now, Team Rose.
Lessons. Why don't you take your daughter to...
This is the woman that wants a known child rapist to come to our house.
And teach me a few lessons. You need to grow up and stop saying those things about a 12-year-old little girl because you don't like my mom. You shouldn't wish that upon anyone, especially a 12-year-old little girl. So how about you grow up and get your life together? And maybe you should apologize to me and my mother because the things you wish upon me is unbelievable. It's honestly sad that a grown woman would wish something like that upon me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who you think you are.
This is Debbie Director. She's probably still talking. I'm going to unmute her.
Oh, I was talking that whole time. I didn't even hear your stupid daughter.
Now, she just called a 12-year-old stupid. I
Okay.
hope she still gets to see her grandkids after that, so she can put this abuse on them.
I was screaming into the thing the whole time. I didn't hear a word you said.
Maggie's stupid?
Okay. Let me speak.
No, I'm not letting you speak. Goodbye, bitch. Why don't you get offline, little girl, and go to bed?
She just called a 12-year-old a little bitch. So I'm going to stop it there.
Okay. So now I found, yeah, damn. Yeah, it's shocking. Okay, it's really it's way over the top. It's way over the top. I'm sorry. It's so inappropriate. And again, we're talking about a woman who basically says, I'm trying to help, missing children. That, she's giving money to these channels because she's trying to help missing children, but she's abusing a child at the same time. And the reason why I started poking around about this topic is because I noticed that some of my videos that I had done 6 months ago, or maybe even more than 6 months ago, were being viewed like a lot. Like they were being shared even. I could tell that people were sharing them on YouTube. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And then I was getting comments. One of the comments said that she said that Don Wells should RAPED, right? This 12-year-old to teach her a lesson or something to that effect. And I haven't heard that come out of her mouth, but I did find this, and this is just bad enough, let alone what maybe somebody else said that she did. But she obviously did something before to this 12-year-old, because I'm assuming that's the mother talking to Rose, and then that's the girl on the phone call, the 12-year-old on the phone call with her. She called her a little bitch. Yeah, this is a 60-year-old woman, grandma, who her most recent upload is about her squeezing or talking about her boobs and how, like her grandma boobs and how, I don't know, I guess she got something taken down off of YouTube because she exposed them too much and whatever, because Rose likes to point out her boobs a lot on her YouTube channel, which I also find kind of odd. Like, I don't know, somehow like in the video, she made some comparison about like, well, these other women get to do breastfeeding things and I can't, well, you know what? There's a difference between breastfeeding and grandma boobs, all right? Not a whole lot of people want to look at grandma boobs. I don't know if anybody gave you the memo, Rose, but, yeah, that's the mother. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, she's a grandmother. Yeah, and she's even done videos about it. She's a grandmother. Speaking of being an older person, I'm going to do a shameless plug here for a moment, because I am actually, and I'm going to give you I'm going to highlight the link here and put it in the chat. I am in a competition, okay, with New Beauty Magazine, Fabulous Over 40. It came down my Facebook profile, and it's like, submit your picture or whatever for the competition for New Beauty Magazine. And so I did, and I got picked. And my story is that I'm 60 and I'm in college. I went back to college I changed my major, went back to college to get a degree in digital journalism. And so I got picked. Anyways, the voting starts tomorrow, and I'm putting this in the chat. I'll put it in the video too. But would you guys vote for me? I'll win. I stand to win. It's in the chat. $40,000 if I win, and a photo shoot and an article in New Beauty Magazine. And I'm going to be starting a new Facebook page for pro-age beauty, because I think that even though we're older, I mean, I'm not saying like, look at my grandma boobs, but, I think that there is a ageism. And there's a thought that we have at a certain age that we can't be beautiful still, and that we can't do something with our lives that will be positive and contribute. Like it ain't over just because your number hit a certain age. So if you'll vote for me, I would really love it. Yay! Yes, yeah. So so there's my link, and it starts tomorrow. So voting, I guess maybe like after midnight, you can vote on it. And by the way, I'm the same age as Rose, so which is kind of ironic. So we're in the same decade here. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, because they said, well, what would you do with the $40,000? I go, I'd pay for my education, and you also you get the write up and all this kind of stuff, and then I took a social media class last year. So one part of my branding, and I'm going to start it, is to do the pro-age beauty and become a social media influence for my generation. So maybe something a little more inspirational than outing these guys all the time and stuff, So, but it would be a really nice launching pad to, get something like this, and then be able to further, like videos for us. Now, I'm not saying like we're all there, but we're all going to get there someday if we're lucky enough, right? Okay, so now another thing I want to show you, that of things that how Rose treats people on her channel. And it's another video that I took the recording from, and this is Rose talking about. Thank you, Veronica. Yeah, I'm going to be pushing. Thank you. More inspirational than being paid troll. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not a paid troll. I mean, trust me, I'm not a paid troll. Okay, so here is a little bit more of Rose, and this is her talking about her family now. Okay, so here we go. Wait, let me just make sure I did that. Let me just make sure I did that again. Right? Well, here's another person out there named Ernie Shell. He claims to be an executive protection specialist security professional, whatever that is, and the director of operations for Rescue Our Children. He is currently taking donations for a nonprofit that he doesn't really have nonprofit status for. He also just recently got arrested for having a meth problem. Now, I want to bring up a woman that I've been talking about for a long time here on my podcast, and that would be Deborah Director, aka Team Rose. I have been reporting on how she has been following Jimmy Jam's TV Dolly Vision, how she has sock puppet accounts, how she was creating drama in the chat rooms, how she participates in the circus. Well, not only does she participate in it, she also funds it. Let's listen to how she funds this with her own words.
Hey guys, this is take number 3. I keep doing these rants based on these conversations with these fucking new mods that think that it's up to them to do something with their stupid little wrench. Let me tell you something, mods. Every time you time someone out, you just made an enemy. You think you're funny with your little wrench? You think you're cute, that you can tame people out? You know, this wrench thing is causing a lot of problems. We're adults. We don't need to be timed out like little kids, little wrench bitches, okay? Don't become the new top mod, okay? Everyone hated her. Do you want to be hated? Do you want to be hated, little bitches with wrenches? You new bitches with wrenches who feel so empowered to go around taking over another.
Oh, I forgot this part, but I'm going to go ahead and let it play.
With the wrench bitches, you know? I mean, you might think it's funny or whatever. You might feel protected or whatever. You don't need these fucking bitches. They're actually bringing your channel down. I don't want to go in there and worry about some psychotic, egotistical wrench bitch. If you dig. Can you dig? Can you imagine such a thing? Dolly, whichever clone you might be, could you just tell the wrench bitches to take a chill pill? We don't need wrench bitches, okay? I definitely do not need wrench bitches. Make me a wrench bitch. I don't even want to be a wrench bitch. I think the whole wrench thing is a big goddamn psyop to get everybody fighting, and it works great. This whole thing with the mods, please, guys, can you grow the fuck up at all? Is it possible? You know why I think Dolly's been cloned? Because cloning happens, stupids. Okay? It does. Because you haven't done your research on it doesn't make it easier for the rest of us, actually. The fact that you don't do your research and you don't know jack shit about what's going on in the world makes it worse for the rest of us, okay? All right? You're actually making it harder for the rest of us. Am I too radical for you? Oh, wow. Yeah, don't you think I wish I was with the people who know shit? I've been trying to get Dolly back into talking about the real shit ever since I met the guy. First, I meet the guy, Dolly, in the middle of the night, Jimmy Jams, right? He's talking about Gabby Petito, and he's speaking the truth. He knows for a fucking fact that the whole thing is a stage setup. But God, he gets paid off, or he buys into it, or whatever. He starts promoting these people, acting like they didn't do anything. He goes from they did it to they didn't do it. You know, it's like, come on. What is this? Jimmy can take a joke, guys. Part of the fun of Jimmy is the way he handles comments and jokes. And you little mod bitches or wrench bitches who take away and think you're supposed to tang people out, you are insane. You're nuts. You're a problem child, okay?
Sorry.
It's a problem that you think you're supposed to do something with that motherfucking wrench. All the thing means is that Dolly has some friends. That's what I think it means. But some of those friends go absolutely fucking crazy. I'm the top mod over at Dolly's. Goody goody. You know, get a life. You know, it's sad to see people get stupider and stupider and stupider as the generations go on. It's not really your fault. It's not our fault. I too have been an idiot. I'm not as stupid as I was. It took a lot to clear my body out of the toxins that were poisoning me and making me stupid. I knew I was stupid. I was smart enough to know that I wasn't as smart as I could have been. I was aware on a soul level enough to know that while I was growing up, something was wrong with my brain that wasn't functioning as well as it could. I was damaged by those fucking VAXs, okay? In my opinion, I was probably made slightly autistic, just enough to keep me from really, 100% doing, because I've always had a lot of abilities. I'm a direct from source, like it or not. Believe it or not,
Wow.
I really don't care what you people believe, unless you
Direct
I can
from
wake
source.
you up and snap you into awareness. Then I care, I mean, I am so tired of people just going backwards in their thinking. I'm there on Jimmy's show. I look for signs of cloning. How do I do this? How do I look for signs of cloning? Well, let me tell you how. I look for the face. Has it changed? I noticed Ernie's face changed. Ernie's face changed in the last 2 videos, and another person noticed it in Jimmy's chat. I didn't recognize most of those names. Everybody changes their name. I'm the only one who doesn't know how to change my name. I don't know why I don't know how to change my name on there. I tried to change my name on there. I couldn't change my name on there. Anyway, so everybody always knows who I am. But I have friends in there. So tonight I went in there because he was doing a live, even though he did a huge long live earlier in the day, bashing Tiffany Marie, who that got exhausting because I don't like listening to Tiffany Marie. Sorry, no disrespect, but I've never really enjoyed listening to her. I think she thinks she's all about summer. She's all about summer. You're not all about summer. You don't even know that chick. You don't even know Little Summer. You don't love summer. You don't even know summer.
Neither do you.
Summer. She actually drove everybody crazy in real life. You don't know anything about summer. You're just using this to get attention and to listen to yourself talk. That's my opinion. I don't care what you think of me. If I cared what everybody thought of me, I wouldn't get very far. It's not about how big my fucking YouTube channel is. I'm actually way more than a YouTuber, okay? Being a YouTuber is having a channel on YouTube. Great, big fucking deal. Okay, good. You're wonderful. I mean, whatever. The reason it's great is because we find each other. Without it, we wouldn't have found each other. I wouldn't have found a whole bunch of people that I really do care about. But I've really had it with the fighting about the wrenches and these self-imposed bitches who think that they control a man's life and his comments because stupidly he gave somebody a wrench. Why did you give that fucking person a wrench? What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? You know why I think you've been cloned, Dolly? Because you changed. I've seen you change 3 times. Now you say it's the number 7, but that's your little number, okay? Because you're always telling me I have 7 sub-personalities. And I keep saying, no, Dolly, it's 12, but your brain, you can't remember the number 12 because you're stuck on 7. So I said, Dolly, you've been cloned. Was I joking? Who cares? Dolly read the comment and responded. It was funny. He does his own thing. Can you let it happen, you little wrench bitches? Can you allow the man to have comments and that he can respond to? You don't control the chat, bitch. And if you think you do, you don't. And if you try, you're going to regret it. Because if you time people out, everyone in you time out's going to hate you, okay? Timing people out creates hate in people, okay? It makes people feel bad. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? You're just a person that Dolly gave a wrench to. That's who the fuck are you, okay? Your wrench means nothing but an opportunity for you to torture people. Okay, you're going to be hated, all right? You time out adults, they're not going to like you. I'll tell you right now, it's not a game, okay? We're just adults hanging out on a fucking channel. What is this timing out bullshit? If anyone can handle comments, it's Jimmy. Grow up, people. Get over yourselves. Stop giving wrenches to everybody. What is wrong with you, Jimmy? What is your problem? You're fine. You don't need all these fucking wrench bitches in your life like you think you do. What are you trying to collect, girlfriends? What's up? Stop it with the wrenches. Why don't you tell these people that you're going to give them a little wrench and to not fucking use it and to shut the fuck up about it, okay? If you don't like my comments in Jimmy's show, then shut the fuck up about it because I don't like all the comments either. But I just move along. I don't sit there and count them and then and impose myself between him and other people. I'm there for between me and Jimmy. And I respect other people having their in between them and Jimmy. So take your wrench, egos, and shove it. I've had it with you fucking people. I'm not putting up with any more bullshit on his channel. I've been paying the guy for too fucking long. It isn't up to you to time me out. Get over yourself, whoever you are, with your fake name and your no voice and your no face and you're not honest and you're not out there and you're just hiding behind your little
See,
name.
you guys heard her say, I've been paying.
These fucking bitches. They're actually bringing your channel down.
I've been paying you guys. I've been paying you guys. You heard her say it. That is, she said it right there.
I don't want to go in there and work.
That's why they allow her to stay, right? Because she pays them. They don't want to, they allow her to be here because she gives them money. That gives her clout in those chat rooms.
Worry about some psychotic, egotistical wrench bitch. If you dig. Can you dig?
Okay, so I'm going to skip it a little bit farther.
The whole thing is a stage setup. But God, he gets
where she goes off on her family.
Out of the toxins that were poisoning me and making me.
Okay, goes on and on.
Has it changed? I noticed Ernie's face changed.
Oh my God, on and on and on.
We find each other. Without it, we wouldn't have found each other. I wouldn't have found a whole bunch of people that I really do care about.
Okay.
You're going to regret it. Because if you time people out.
How long is it?
Count them and then.
Montgomery, and it was the first name of.
I'm not involved in it. I don't have sex with anybody.
Okay, here we go. Here it is. The audacity. Okay, YouTuber Tina Marie. We call people. Okay, wait. There it is.
Someone who's always calling my family a sex cult. She's the queen. She's the fucking queen. She's the literal queen of the sex cult. I'm not involved in it. I don't have sex with anybody. I'm not involved in that cult. They kicked me out. They undermined me. They threw me under the bus. I don't fit in. I thought I did. I thought I was part of the family. But I had a family. I don't fit in. I actually don't. I would never tear a mother and daughter apart. What an asshole. How could this be? How could this be? How could he do such a fucking horrible thing so viciously, so vehemently? You bitch, and you little sister behind the whole thing. Go fuck yourself. But you do that every 5 minutes. My understanding is you're constantly fucking yourself. All you do is fuck yourself. Orgasm, girl. You're so good at it now. Oh, great. Why don't you orgasm yourself to death? Have a big deathgasm. It's called a deathgasm. Try it. You've been threatening suicide for years now. Why don't you go give yourself that big deathgasm, bitch? Don't tell people to kill themselves. No, let's go threaten to kill ourselves all the fucking time to manipulate everyone. Okay. No, I'm not. That's your stupid kid. What an asshole. How could you do? He's so in love with little Miss Orgasm Girl. She's such an actress. Holy shit. She is such a fucking actress. She's 10 times better than me. She managed to get Mom away from me. She managed to have the death, which I wanted to be there for. She managed to kick everybody away. She managed to destroy the last 9 months of my mother's life and do nothing about it, but cry and whine like a fucking little spoiled rat baby that she's always been. Oh, I think I'll let it all out. My brother said he wasn't gonna hold back. Okay, fuckface. I won't either. My older brother said the worst things to me on the day my mother died. Wow, he's an asshole. I don't know what happened to these people. I'm not over it. I'm sorry. I'm not over it. I had a family. They did everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Could have been a good family. Could have been a good family, but what a bunch of assholes. My oldest sister, the bully goat, the green-eyed bully goat, which is a perfect name for her. What did she do? She voted to put my mother there. She abandoned me. She threw me under the bus. She acted like I didn't matter after years, 2.5 years of making me make my mother call her and give her little conversations where she talked for a fucking hour. I put up with so much fucking shit. Got nothing. In the end, got nothing. Why did I give her all those phone calls when in the end she voted against me and took away the passing of my mother out of my reach, left me fucking sobbing up at my house in my daughter's arms? We didn't want to drive 3 hours that night only to miss my mother's death and to face my evil, rotten fucking brother and that stupid orgasm sister lizard and her mean, mean daughter. I do. I hate them all. I do. I hate them all.
How lovely. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it. Well, obviously that's all I have there. I mean, it's like, do you think Rose gets invited to the Thanksgiving dinner after that? I mean, could her family sue her? So this is just, you know, a lot of you guys here in the chat, I think you're here because you know, because is she aware that there's a lot of people that are on to what she's doing and the destruction that she's actually doing on YouTube? Sippy gave her a serious warning. Yeah, you know what? I don't know about Sippy. You know, Anson, I gotta tell you, I don't know about Sippy because I'm finding that Sippy and might actually be part of Team Rose. You know, I mean, I've not had a good happening with Sippy personally, and also Lionel Royale. He also, I think, is part of Rose's posse. He's got the little whiteboard. He had a little whiteboard. You know, they act like they don't like her, but then like whatever they've done about her, they, you know, I mean, I think Lionel might still be communicating and leaving his stuff up to Rose, but Sippy takes her stuff down. Sippy don't play. Well, you know, I don't know. I'd rather keep the Sippy conversation. I'm not gonna. I don't want to address Sippy. I don't. Sippy thinks she has a lot of power. She's a witch, right? I mean, I'm not gonna say she's a witch, but she's threatened me like a witch. Let's just put it that way. She's threatened things on me that a witch would threaten. She's practicing something. So I don't like that about her. I don't, in a way, I don't really see much difference between Sippy and Rose, to be honest. I'm just saying that. Yeah, Sippy's not a friend of mine. So, you know, I mean, and if she was really wanting to expose Rose, she'd still have she'd still have her stuff up. Yeah, she wears me out. Anna says, Jesus, she wears me out. She wears me out too. Is this a comedy channel? She thinks it is. I refuse to watch her. I have a hard time watching her too. You know, I'm just kind of like revisiting her now. So I also pulled up. She was paying Miles too. Really? Huh. I'm just looking through your stuff here. I haven't seen Sippy's last video. No. Yeah. Was it about Rose? I mean, I'm looking at Anson. Yeah, I don't look at Sippy very often. Like she's, like I said, for me, she's in like, I mean, I'm only going to look at Rose because, you know, I'm reporting on her right now, but I try to avoid Sippy. Yeah. She reminds me of little Edie in the Grey Gardens. Who does? Rose? Okay, so let's go to Benny Keyz, and what he's saying, and but before we do that, well, there's a video of Rose talking about him, but Yeah, okay. And then there's a couple more videos I want to show you. So I want to give you Benny Keyz. Really, Anson? You're saying she shows Rose as a liar? She is. I'm not really seeing that from Sippy. If she does, then she takes it down. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a lot of. She freaks me out. Actually, Sippy kind of freaks me out.
History there, you know. I mean,
okay, let me bring it to about. It's about. It's right around here. Right around here.
he's seen. It ain't my story. I'm gonna tell it. She seen Predator the night of the 10th.
I don't think they're friends, Anson. Benny, this is a recent video.
Mountain Girl.
That's not
I
accurate.
almost called her by her real name. Allegedly, Mountain Girl sees them and runs up to them and asks for or has to be something about people saying people are involved in shit they know they're not. Meanwhile, just based on proximity, you're about fucking 12 hours. I mean, it'll take me 12. It that has these weird ass extractions there in 15 minutes. I can have an extraction team there in 15 minutes. Let me tell you, Tina, Ernie, Mountain Girl, all of y'all need to just fucking stop. You sound stupid. All of you. And I don't have no problems with you. I sure hope that me speaking I mean, it is just one situation. I just don't find it real. I find it colorful, but the wrong fucking color.
Okay, wait a second, Anson. You know what?
Real,
If you're gonna make claims like that, if you're gonna say, okay, they're all friends behind the scene, then show me some proof that that's the case. Show me some proof that that's the case. I can't take like behind the scenes they are. Wait, here it is. Behind the scenes. Okay, then where is it? How do you know it's behind the scenes? Like the whole title of this show is about the fact. I mean, like I've been showing things about. I posted some things about Rose. I posted what she did to the 12, like how she treated the 12-year-old girl. All right. But the whole title of the show is about him talking about doing a class act, about doing a lawsuit on Rose. There's another video I can show where Rose is actually going off on him saying, did he threaten me? Did he threaten me? But if you're going to say, no, I have watched it. I'm not seeing why they're friends. If you're going to say something like that in the chat, then prove it. Don't just say, oh, they're friends behind the scenes. I'm not accepting that. Really? Okay, Anson, how do you know? How do you know they talked again? How do you know they talked again? How do you know that? How do you know they talked again? How are you privy to that information? Do you have an answer for me? I'm waiting.
I mean, it's an old white lady that does this shit.
Yeah, I've been watching sources too, and I haven't found it. Why don't you put that source in the chat?
This shit, and she got an opinion about who or who couldn't be involved.
Put the source in the chat. I'll show it on the screen. Sippy, really? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Sippy will? Can't tell you, but Sippy can tell. No, you know what? I don't listen to anything Sippy has to do. Sippy loves Rose, is what I think. No, don't come here and say, I watched the live and other sources. Show the source. Show the source. Otherwise, don't be talking the shit in my chat. Don't be talking shit in my chat if you can't prove it. What's the name of it? Yeah, you can post it. You can post a link here. What's the name of it? What's the name of the video? Tell me the name of the video and I'll search it.
Good. Then she teams up with Ernie, who's teamed up with Tina, and then there you have it.
Okay, let me look for Sippy's video. I'll look for Sippy's video.
I don't want to be back talking about them jokers. But man, something has to give. Something has to give. Right?
You know what? That's a cop-out too.
It's got to give.
I won't accept your life. Just watch Sippy's
Boy,
video.
if you don't quit
Fuck
fucking
Sippy.
saying you are through with the Summer Wells case, and then back in it knee deep, and then back out of it again all in the same conversation, you don't shut your stupid ass up, boy. For real. Bro, you say you're in Chicago. Boy, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Ernie. Just shut the fuck up. Try to float through these last few days you got left before you go to trial. Let's hope for you that the situation can turn out good and you can get your charges dropped. But that's another thing.
I didn't mean to lose my temper and say fuck Sippy, but you know what? Like I said, I'm not a fan of Sippy's. I don't see her information being consistent about Rose. What's the title of the video? I'll go search it after this. You didn't pop in prepared? You didn't pop in prepared, but you can flap your mouth off in the chat and say that you've got other information. I didn't pop in prepared. I just saw your live and I do have some knowledge. Okay, then prove your knowledge. If you're going to be in here and make claims like that they're behind the scenes working together and they're buddies now, and that it's coming from Sippy, who's made definite threats towards me publicly, basically harassed and trolled me, not only on my other social media, but you're going to sit here and tell me Sippy's last video. All right, I'm going to look for it. After this, I'm looking for Sippy's last video.
Thing, homie. You gotta stop telling folks I had something to do with you getting jammed up in a stolen van. Homie, that ain't have shit, not fucking nothing. That was all you. You did that to yourself, bro. So don't start with me in this bullshit, bro. Benny was involved with Summer Wells shit. I'm tired of you fucking dumbass.
Let me tell you something about triggering me. I'll tell you what triggers me is when you bring up somebody who's threatened me already, threatening me with occult shit, who is not a friend of mine, who is actually a threatening person to me, and then you say she has information about, and you say, I triggered you? Yeah, you're damn right I'm triggered. It's more, but that just makes me say, oh, I triggered you. I can't stand people who say that they have information and they can't back it up. The whole point of this video is to show Benny Keyz and what he was saying about Rose, and now you're saying now, oh, Sippy has information? Like, you know this for sure? That they're in on it together? Yeah, that annoys the shit out of me. I can't believe that Sippy is not occultic. Well, she certainly wished a lot of shit on me. She wished me to be in a car crash. She freaking wished that I would be tongue-tied. She made some serious threats against me. Matter of fact, you can't believe it? You can't believe it. Yeah, okay. I can prove that on my I've already proved it. I've already put stuff out on my channel. I've got it up on my Spotify. You know, I'm done with you, Anson. I want you out of my chat. I want you out of my chat. Out. Done.
Furthermore, bro, you ain't got much to take, but I'll tie it up, bro. Talk fucking crazy if you want to, bro. And I bet you the bitch will leave you for real when I come after your motherfucking ass with a lawsuit, and the bitch don't want to pay it.
Shell.
She's gonna put you out, bro.
Who the hell are
Quit
you?
playing with me.
Get the hell out. Yeah, I'm okay.
It,
I'm going since I can't stand BK and you not believing it. I've been in these cow pilots for 4 years.
So it's
bye.
Really, I mean, I have every single
time
want to
be ya.
You and Tina have
Get
said
out.
that you think I took the girl. I got every single one of them archived, bro. Documentation. So there. Well, I might wake up on the wrong or the right side of the bed tomorrow and decide to sue the fuck out of you motherfuckers. For real. Like in real life. It ain't about from here on out, because you done already said it. Fuck boy. You done already said it. So from here on out, it's a matter of whether or not I want to let you make it. Yeah. I want to let you make it or not.
I'm stopping this. Okay, first of all, both those profiles, because I'm getting like I need to get back to my comments here. Both those profiles I've never seen in my chat before. Shell was, bringing up Fiona, Barnett, and bringing up, Shadowbox. So that right there is kind of, interesting when that doesn't even apply to this topic, really. Sippy Talker, somebody bringing up Sippy Talker? No. And then they're challenging me like I'm lying. The title of this video is Benny Keyz is threatening a lawsuit, and then both of them side together that that's not true. No, I don't. This is very interesting that that's happening. It's very interesting that Sippy's name's even being mentioned at all during this broadcast. And it's very interesting that they're trying to deny that that's even happening when this is the title of the video. That means I would say that those people are Team Rose. And that would mean that maybe something more is actually really happening here. Why is that happening in this chat?
Then directly after that, what did you do, bro? You came on a live and you talked about it was going to be the live of a lifetime. And you did that old stupid ass soft suicide threat. Man, quit that shit. You did it before. I have it archived and documented. You said, remember before about 6 months ago, you said you had a GUN and you'd already wrote a note and shit. Yes, bro. Yes. Quit this shit. Quit this shit. You say one more motherfucking thing about me, homie, and I swear I'm gonna take it there, bro. I'm gonna take it there with you. You don't want it. You got this new budding, awesome career in the works. I'm telling you, little homie, you don't want it. You don't want it with me. I might wait just till you're doing awesome and then come and take it from you, bro. I swear I might. If you get out of this stolen van, bro, I might just let you get it off, because I got 2 years, bro. I got 2 years to file a civil suit after the date of offense. So I still probably got 1.5 years, because you said that shit probably about 6 months ago for I think maybe 4 months ago. I know.
That is really interesting, Avery, that you're saying, do you know I can't see any of these people commenting weird? They must have blocked. They must have me blocked. Yeah, because they're not good. That's very interesting. If they've blocked you, that means that they're in this posse. That's what I think that means. Can you see Willow? Yeah, see? She sees you. She didn't see those people. Anson and Shell are. Yeah. Yep. That is interesting, isn't it? And then Shell R brought up Shadowbox. Very interesting. Those are trolls. They were trolls. And they were connected to Sippy.
Oh, the bitch ain't gonna pay for it. So I might just wait until you're doing good and then fucking tie you up financially, bro. Don't you fucking play with me. I'm not the one, Ernie. You done made yourself the one to play with. I'm not the one, sir. I'm telling you, I will stretch my legs out, bro. Don't play with me, bro. You play with all them other people all you want to. Keep on playing. But look here, homie. It's the past shit you did. That's what you'll be on. That's, yeah, you gonna fuck around and find out, homie. It's that past shit you already did that got you fucked up. I ain't worried about what you might say in the future to get you jammed up or how sweet you play from here on out. It's just like, might sue you, bro. I catch you lie to one more motherfucker in the world, I might sue you, bro. Hell yeah, I might sue the fuck out of you. Hell yeah, bro. I bet you I could squeeze blood from a turnip. I swear I can. Oh yeah, I got them too. Jackie. Yeah. She looked like she got a little money now. You fuck around and say the wrong shit on the internet, Teen Rose, and you'll have to dig into a fucking account. You'll have to liquidate, baby. You'll have to make some shit liquid. Don't play with me. You ain't playing with no fucking bum. You playing with a motherfucker that will retain an attorney tomorrow morning. That's it, CSI. But I will fuck over their future income forever. You'll be ducking and dodging and diving, trying to figure out how to hide your fucking kids' lunch money from me. You don't want that with me, sir. None of them people on there want that with me. Hell yeah, I ain't spent no money yet. I done spent a little money. I'm waiting for somebody to jump out their body so I could spend it. I want to. Hell yeah. Ernie, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I might just do you just for the fun of it, bro. Hell yeah. Team Rose, I might take your shit. The wicked riches are laid up for the righteous. Hell yeah, Team Rose, you done said too much already, baby. You already said it. I got 2 years from the last time you said it too. So, you know, fuck. He will never have nothing. Hell no. He'll have to beg, steal, and borrow forever. Hell yeah. You have to start, he'll have to go to fucking all male reviews and sing Reba McEntire songs and shit. Hell yeah. The devil went down to Georgia, little boy. Don't play with me. Hell yeah. I might sue the fuck out of you and give it to your son, homie. That's what I might do. I might sue the fuck out you and give it to Jeremy, homie. All that fucking playing you want to do with my daughter. I got something for your bitch ass. I ain't got no time for you, bro. Hell no, I'll let you make it for a long fucking time. I didn't even know he didn't get married. Fuck no, he ain't married. Guess what? I assure you, go ahead and search. Do a national search for a fucking marriage license. Those are public domain. Thank you, Mr. Oscar. I don't have time for it, man. Now I find out that Team Rose has Airbnbs. Well, you sparked my interest, baby. Keep talking shit. Team Rose. Keep talking shit. Hell yeah. Keep on, baby. You the one I want. I'll take Ernie as a consolation prize. I will. But I'm looking at you first. She got B&B. Yeah. I should sue JS for defamation and give the judgment to Annie and Becca as a wedding gift. That would be fucking badass. Piper, that would be dope. But there again, like, what are you gonna get out of her, right? Like, I think you can attach a judgment to disability up to like.
Okay, so that's pretty much him talking about it, talking about how, you know, he's thinking of suing her, and I guess Ernie Shell as well. But, you know, I really think that Rose is getting to this point where people are ready to take action against her. She's crossed the line. Obviously, I mean, hasn't Rose been saying that Benny Keyz is a hitman and he's threatening to kill her and this and that? Even in, I'm going to show you how, and then we're going to take a look at, there's some videos I'm going to do at the end of the night. I'm going to look at Sippy Talker's channel. I'm squeamish right now in showing anything about Sippy Talker because, you know, I was threatened to be copyright striked, even though on a video that I have on my Spotify and my Anchor, that if you look for if you Google Not My Rabbit Hole, I'm also on Anchor and Spotify and Podbay, and there's a video I did about how Sippy Talker doxed herself while doing a curse against me. Okay. So, and you know, I mean, she did videos, she put them on private, but she did videos of me cursing me, you know, saying that I had judged her spiritually and that I, you know, wished a car crash on me, wished, said, that I would be tongue-tied, not being able to speak anymore. Yeah, no, she made some serious curses. And then she did this mumbo jumbo and she said her own name in the middle of it. Okay. So she basically doxed her own name. She criticized me of doxing her, and then she doxed herself in the curse, which I have in the video. I believe that I've got it captured in the video. Oh, Benny went on to Rose's live. He did? And Rose told him she knew I paid him $10K to off her. Wow. Do you want to come on the show for a little bit? I mean, I can give you a link in the chat if you want to come on live. Avery, I can do an invite, or we can just be like this. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. But so if they are in on it together, now here's something I want to show. This has to do with Ernie Shell. And this is Traitors Amongst Us again, talking about how Ernie Shell committed, but I'm laying down next to myself. Okay, I get it. Yeah, no problem. But I'll just keep responding to you here in the chat. Let me find the video where Benny went on Rose's, up on Rose's. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll play that. Okay, so this is another thing about Ernie Shell. And then I'm probably going to take a fun break here in a moment, but let's listen to this about allegations of sexual assault by Ernie Shell. No, this isn't it. Sorry, I've got the wrong video. I apologize for that. Hold on. So I don't think it is. Oh, here it is. Maybe this is it. No, this isn't it. Okay, let me go back. How did I end up with that? Okay, hold on. Here it is. This is it. Okay, let me grab this part. Okay, let's start it about right here. And then I'm going to share the link for you guys. Epic chat, Benny and Team Rose 7 days ago. Okay, all right. Maybe that's what she's talking about. Epic chat, Benny and okay. You know what? I'm almost want to go right to that since let me come back to this one. Epic chat, Benny and Team Rose. Here it is. Let's find where it's at. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm just sifting through here to find where he might have joined because I just see her face right now. Here it is. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Fair use. So just doing a portion of this.
Okay, I don't know about this chick. Benny is an awful parent. His daughter's longing to have him in her life, and him kind of caring is awful. Oh, God, Benny, how could you? Provide a link and I'll answer any summer questions you have. Otherwise, I got to get going. Really? You sure? Oh, God, I'm all scared. Are you going to be mean? Okay, I dropped the fucking link, fucker. Be nice. Don't be mean. I don't want to hear about you being mean. Holly Weird Homes is the Baphomet. Oh, let's talk about it. But, you know, you can porn bomb me with yourself, but that's the only thing. And I won't show anybody, just me. Of course, I don't know how to see it without it being tiny. Rose, you skipped a message. I said I work in hospice and my company is nationwide. Oh, sorry, sweetie. Okay. Well, could you look into
He's going to come on in a second. I know it.
Hospice thing? Because she said that in the South. Oh, there's Benny. Okay.
Here we go.
There's Benny.
Good morning, Miss Rose.
Hello, my dear.
How are you?
Not too bad. How about you?
Oh, I got up really early. The kiddo, he rolled over before the sun came up, and so I had to, them, they want breakfast first thing. So
Of course.
I ran. Yeah, I'm ready for the coffee already wore off. I'm ready to lay back down. But how are you this morning?
Well, my grandson is rolling over now, just starting to roll over as in real baby life. Very cute.
How old is he?
He's just 4 months.
Oh, wow.
A little
Wow,
baby.
Wow.
He's very
Congratulations.
cute. Thank you. I'm a very happy grandma.
You should be. That's a beautiful time. 4 months
Very.
old. They're so brand new, and It's
So
lovely.
cute, innocent,
Yep.
and there's this real, special energy about them.
I agree.
Security, and he has a really strong grip, and he instantly gripped onto my finger. And the first second I met him, and it was just the way my mom died when my mom was dying. She and I held hands.
So this is like awfully pleasant, though, right? In the beginning. So, but Avery says that it goes south. So let's keep going.
Like the strong
sorry.
grip.
Yeah.
So, but she lived to 88, so she had a good life.
Yeah.
But then my grandson was
Okay.
born, so he does remind us all of her. So
Got
Sober
the
Tom
kindred
wants-
spirit.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
so. My grandson is a huge blessing after losing my mom and best friend within 2 months.
Ooh.
It was a tough
Sorry.
year, 2020.
It's strange sometimes when that happens. I never understand why the tragedies sort of stack on each other like that. I think it's maybe God's way of getting you through multiple things with sort of one price to pay. I
Maybe.
never understood that.
I burned off a lot of karma in this lifetime, I feel.
Do you think you had a lot of things going on that deserve karma?
I must have.
Maybe in another life,
Oh
possibly.
yeah.
No, I agree.
Do you believe in past lives?
Sometimes I feel like I do, and then I feel like I might encounter something that completely would negate that idea. But I try to stay open to the idea that there was something before. Sure.
Yeah.
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 Oh, sure.
So
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Tom is here.
How you know?
Like, for example, I feel like I was murdered in a past life by Shelby Shell.
Oh, goodness.
I know.
Yeah, but Mr. Tom, I really don't have a negative commentary. The only issue was that there was a very, very, very strong, strongly active heroin and meth house that we unfortunately moved across the street from, and we didn't know it was that way. We went and looked at the place a couple of times during the day when it was very quiet, and it was like 3-4 days later, there was people passed out in the yard, and they were prostituting and the like. And so, yeah, I worked together with the police in order to eradicate that situation. It was, there was always an ambulance over there, somebody overdosing, and it was just a bad deal. And not only that, my kids were like play in the area, and people would use their drugs and then throw their syringes out in the area. So it was just a bad look. And as soon as we eradicated the situation, like, there was no more of that. And so it's a very nice area for my son to live in. And I don't really have any regrets about it, and so I guess out of anything on the internet, like, that's one of the things I wish that I probably would have never talked about, because it gets spun the wrong way. And I understand, Mr. Tom, when people are like, oh, this, that, or the third, like, if I could go back, I would do it the same. But the thing is like, if someone is adamant against what I did, then that means they'd be okay with living next to a heroin house. And I don't think there's anyone here, that would be okay with that. And if you are, then that would be their business. But
yeah, I have heroin addicts around my house.
Oh.
So, I mean, like, do you think that this is the thing that Anson was like trying to say? Like, why couldn't they have like mentioned this? Like in the chat.
Yeah, it's not cool.
But
No,
but I apologize for talking to you rudely, man. I shouldn't have did that. I just, it's the YouTube BS, dude.
So,
Well,
Benny,
Yes,
Aurora doesn't know who you are. She's a good friend of mine. She's a brilliant artist from England.
Oh, lovely.
And she's
what
a
kind of artist?
high-end chick. I mean, she's a soulful. She's a writer. She's very highly intelligent. She was going anyway. So she didn't know who you were. So how would you describe who you are?
That's a good question.
A renegade.
A renegade?
I will. I like, the last situation I was involved in was the Tatiana Luke case here out of Dallas, and I went with her mother and we went over there in the fucking squalor looking for her daughter that was missing. And so I renegade. I try to do what I can for people when I can.
Well, wait, what would your definition of a renegade be?
Somebody that's not afraid to do or say or be someone that not everyone likes. I don't adhere. I'm not malleable. Like, if you don't like me, then you just don't like me. But I do believe everyone has redeeming qualities. I think that Nicolina has redeeming qualities. I think Rap has redeeming qualities.
What are Nicolina's redeeming qualities?
No.
I think that Nicolina she's smart. She's very intelligent. She's a hard worker. I think she's industrious. I think that Nicolina, like so many people, she knows that so many people don't know how to make something out of nothing. Like Nicolina, you know, she's.
What about Rap?
Rap, he's a really smart guy. I think that he's very caring. I think that Rap has a lot of love in his heart. But Rap, like all of us as well, when he feels crossed or slighted, then we can become very, very precision instruments of you know, grief and pain. We want to inflict on people when we feel a certain. And I'm here to tell you, you want to know what? I love Rap like a brother, like a little brother. I really do. I love Nicolina.
What's your
like
age difference? Mm-hmm.
Me and Rap,
Mm-hmm.
it's considerable.
Like 20 years?
No, I don't think it's
15?
quite 20 years. Yeah, between 15 and 20, probably 15 or 17.
Mm-hmm.
Rap is a very smart guy, and Rap and I, you know, I hate that we're not friends because I didn't know he was going through times in his life when we were friends, and I was going through times in my life, and so it was very beneficial to have a friend like Rap at that time. That, I mean, Rap is very loyal guy, and I know that he felt slighted. I felt slighted too. Hold on, sir. By the things that were going, like with the stuff that was going on with Betty initially. It wasn't that I wouldn't be warmed up to the idea that Betty and everyone was going to be friends. That's their business. But Betty, like so many people, says that Benny has done this or has done that with no proof, doesn't call the police. And so, you know, when Nicolina said she was making amends with Betty, and it essentially, I thought it looked like a trope.
Okay, so can you help me out with that? Because they hated each other. And so why would they
you know, I can't speak on it because I don't know.
It's got to be about Ernie. They must just be teaming up against Ernie.
I don't know. But so then I realized, like, I felt slighted because I really thought that Rap and Nicolina were my friends.
Well, why what happened that you decided they were not your friends?
Well, we were all tight, you know, really close friends. And then all of a sudden, you know, Nicolina's making amends with someone who has said very, very, very dangerous things about me.
You mean Betty?
You know, yeah.
So this whole thing is about them becoming friends with Betty. That was
it wasn't about them becoming friends. It was just me. I made a statement. I was like, anyone who's going to be friends with Betty after she said what she said about me, without coming to talk to me about it, like that's messed up, right? Like that's not cool, you know. Like,
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Well, Nicolina said she just didn't like your meth habits, but she had put up with them.
I don't have any meth habits. That's the thing. When you're a man on YouTube, there's like 6 things you can be. You can be a pedophile. You can be a meth head. You can be, you know, you can be a bunch of things. Now, I mean, and you can actually have battled those things in your past.
Oh, so let me ask you, did you call the cops on me the other night, or was it Nicolina that called?
Rose, I don't even know if that's your real name. I don't know anything about you now. I heard one time someone said you live in Maine, but I don't even know that. I don't know anything about you.
So you didn't call me the cops on me the other night? It was Nicolina?
Miss Rose, I don't know what even state. Do you live in Maine?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't answer the question, sweetie. Did you call or did she call?
So, had to have been her. Now, I'm not going to say it was her because I don't know that, but it certainly was not me. I don't know your last name. I don't know your address, your phone number, nothing.
Okay.
So, no.
Okay, first, I have a few questions.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then-
I want to. Yeah, but you
Now-
guys. Okay, well, Benny, with all due respect, you have accused Ernie Shell of being a meth head. So, I mean, right?
Well, so Ernie
Repeatedly.
has been, Ernie admitted to the police that he used meth
No, we
in an
didn't.
arrest.
All right.
Rose.
No,
Rose.
he didn't. But let's not talk
Rose.
about that because I already
Okay, yeah,
don't
let's
think
skip.
he did because I heard. Let's skip it. But
No, I mean, the police officer wrote it down.
I don't have any faith in those. Some of those police are bad and dirty. Okay, well, you know, dirty cops.
Yeah. And we're not here to talk about that. But really what I wanted to talk about is your extensive knowledge of the Summer Wells case.
Well, why don't you tell us what you know about the Summer Wells case? Because you were more involved than me.
Wait,
Actually, let me
you
tell you
there.
something.
I wasn't there, darling. You were there, not me. What
So
do
that's
I
the
know?
thing.
I know Jack. So
I
tell
come
me
to-
what. So you were there. So, hon, come
So-
on. Let's talk about it, baby. How long did it
Say it,
take you to
wait.
run down that hill? Oh, come
Why-
on.
Rose.
Benny,
What?
why are you
Oh!
like being
You're reverting back to the old stuff. Rose, if
You were
think
there that week. So what happened?
So if I was there for 6
No, we
days in December, what does that have to do with when a little girl
Well,
goes
anyway,
missing?
a lot of people said you
No,
were
no,
there
no,
that
no,
week.
no. Just wait a minute.
Look, you're
I
a
would
master
certainly
manipulator,
like to
and
hear
I
you
don't-
substantiate this
Army.
claim, Rose, because that's dangerous, right? For you to say that
So
I
is for
took-
you to say that you aren't going to get the money until my living room dancer's ass is out of my, and I'm out of my body.
So-
You said
so-
that.
so-
What the
so
hell
again-
does that mean, big man?
Yes.
Again, Rose,
Yeah.
Tom and Rose, what I would say is that if you think that the context was that, I would tell you to call the police immediately. I wouldn't come to the
Done,
internet
baby.
and talk about it.
I
would
know.
call
There's
the
nothing I
police.
can do. I've already
Oh,
called
there
them. Are
is
you
something
kidding
you
me?
can do.
What can
There
I
is
do,
something you
hon?
can do.
What can I do?
What can you do? What
Yeah,
do you
tell me.
mean?
Tell me.
It's called a terroristic threat if that's actually what happened, Miss
Yeah,
Rose. It's
what
nothing to
happened?
get that taken care of.
Well, why did
Well,
you
then-
do it? Yeah, okay. I'm trying
Why?
to.
I mean,
All right, you tell me this. Where's your address, and I'll tell the cops to go get you. Okay?
what do you mean, Rose?
You threatened me to kill my. You threatened me with
I
my
did
life.
not.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
And then you claim, Tom, please, sir, can I speak with the lady? She doesn't listen. Tom, listen to me, sir.
I'm
She doesn't
listening.
need a co-signer, sir.
We can
She
do
does all of this-
one-on-one. We can do
Yeah,
one-on-one. I mean, you
Can
know.
you please
No,
just
no.
drop this gentleman down? And then it's
No,
no disrespect,
no.
sir.
I'll chill out.
No. I don't even want to talk if he's up here, man.
The
Because he done
same
already
police who
stepped.
use excessive
Yeah.
force on
Well,
Ernie.
can I-
for
I'll
can I-
talk to you
can I-
about whatever you want, but you gotta drop Tom down. I'm not interested in this conversation.
Wait,
with this guy.
before
It's
before
creepy. It's
before
creepy.
you drop me down, can I ask you a few questions?
No more
Sonny?
questions. I'll only answer questions from Rose. You ruined this already, Tom.
I
He's
did.
just been quiet and gotten through. We could have
All right.
navigated this,
Tom,
Tom.
drop down. I'll bring you back up if you want to come up. or
See you later, Tom. Fuck you very much, bud.
Don't
All
be
right,
mean
Rose.
to
Yeah,
Tom.
fuck you, motherfucker.
Don't be mean. All right, Benny, I'm
bitch.
not going to keep
You
you here.
fucking lying ass piece of shit. You
Don't-
fucking
Go
confidential
guys,
flip
informant.
your $22,
Shit.
bro.
Love you,
Come
Tom.
to my fucking house right now.
Hi,
All right,
Tom.
I took him
Come to your
out.
house right now. You're an idiot.
Tom,
Okay.
don't you
Rose,
threaten my
so-
friends, Mr. Keyz.
I
or-
didn't
but
threaten
no,
anybody. He said
yeah.
come to my house.
You
Rose,
people
stop
are
it.
all, you're so threatening.
You people. That's the kind of
Nicolina,
shit, listen, that's the
she
kind of shit
threatened
that
that
racist
freaking
people
lip.
say.
She
You people is the kind of
you people.
Rose, listen.
Look.
Rose, listen. I feel like with the way your mind works.
I feel like with the way your mind
Listen
works.
to me. Listen.
You're a master manipulator, but I'll let you do your best. That's okay. I was raised
No.
by master manipulator. Let me tell me about your dad. I want to hear about your dad.
Listen,
Benny. No,
that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about
conversation.
Summer Wells.
I want to talk about Summer, and I like to hear about
Okay.
your father. Was he an alcoholic?
We'll get to my father after we talk about Summer. Can we?
No, because we're
I-
probably going to have a fight, and I'm never going to get to hear about
I'm
you.
never gonna fight with you, Rose.
You're
'cause I
never going to tell
understand-
me about your dad because we're going to have a big fight about Summer first. So do
No,
the
we're
dad
not.
first. Yeah, we are.
We're not. No,
I think we will.
No, I'm here for Summer, and I'm willing to answer questions about my dad. I'm not here to make my dad the focus. That's
Just
not
a
what this is.
couple little things. Let's just give me a
Rose?
basic understanding of what
Rose,
kind of
would you like
dad
to speak
have.
about Summer Wells this morning?
Well, I was hoping you would tell me what happened the week that she went missing.
So
Hi,
let's
Linda.
talk about it then.
Okay. But don't
Okay.
tell. But look,
What
Benny,
do you think happened, Rose?
Benny,
Rose,
you can't
Rose,
tell
hang
me
with
to
me
tell
here.
you what happened because you're the one who was there, not me.
You know, I'm going to address something in the chat here. Crystal, you're saying if you don't watch him much, what made you think he was funny and smart? Who said that? Who said that he was funny and smart? Who? I think Benny can be funny and smart, but also mean as hell. So you said if you don't watch him much, what made you think he was funny and smart? Well, okay, I'm going to answer that. First of all, Crystal, I feel like you're maybe poking at Avery for whatever reason, and I don't know. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Okay, so, but somebody could watch somebody a little bit and have found them funny and smart. You know, they don't have to be watching them all the time, but are you provoking? Like, why are you provoking in the chat, Crystal? Like, obviously you don't like Benny, that's fine. But, you know, I think you come here with an agenda. Am I wrong? I'm just going to say that.
So that's where my commentary, my statement. See, the way that your mind works, it's fabulous.
Thanks.
See, I listen to you when you talk about Summer Wells, and it is very clear to me you know a lot about the case, the details from listening to the YouTube.
Do you think I'm right?
Okay, Crystal, you know what?
I think
Avery,
took Summer Wells.
No, do
Absolutely not.
Again.
No, because
I'm gonna stop for a
listen to the
second. You said I don't see Avery here. Okay, Avery is Murder Candy podcast. You don't know that's Avery? You're not hip to that? You're just chatting, but you're being a little bit argumentative. I think you're poking right now. You're challenging her comment that you thought he was funny. Does that bother you? Oh, you didn't know that? It doesn't matter though. You're still challenging somebody in my chat. You're still challenging somebody's comment in the chat that was positive about Benny Keyz, right? Like you just can't let people have their opinions. You got to challenge somebody in here.
You negate anything all the great things I've heard.
Don't
you
make
say.
this about me. What happened to Summer, Benny?
Listen.
Benny,
please listen.
Look at ass.
You can't say all of these great things and then
What happened to Summer?
Well, behave yourself.
Okay,
May I speak?
Forget. Okay, which is better, Candace,
Okay,
Candace, or
see,
Dondace?
here we go. It's okay. All right. Well, okay. But I got my eye on you, Crystal. I can just do that block button anytime. I'm not in the mood. I've already been pissed.
Better with, because you had sex with both of them, and we all know that. So who do you prefer, Candace or Dondace?
Who do I prefer?
Yeah, who do you like better?
So this the way you talk with your little 4-month-old grandson right there?
Who do you like better? Stop talking about my grandson.
Are you actually telling me you aren't alone with a child?
Are
Are
you? Family,
are you alone with a 4-month-old child right now, Rose?
All right, we're done. You had your chance.
No, you had your chance, lovely.
No, you had your chance, lovely. Why do you blow it every fucking time? Do you never learn?
What do you mean?
Come on, man. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to grow.
Is this like the chance to be rich and famous and I blew
I'm trying to make you a better man looking at.
You got to make you better before you can work on somebody else.
I'm better. I rank higher than all you. You just
would you like to talk about Summer Wells, Rose?
Here.
I'd love to hear what you actually think about Summer Wells.
What do I really think about Summer Wells? I think she's a little 5-year-old girl that looked a lot like me when I was 5.
Ugh.
Do you see some parallels there?
Blonde hair, blue eyed.
No, I mean deeper than that.
I have the same. They're my cousins. I have the same fucking color as Candace, the broodmare.
Do you see a little bit of your dad in Don Wells?
Oh, my dad, and they had the same light blue eyes.
No. What's behind the eyes? Do you feel like when you look at Don Wells, you look at someone you know already?
I just told you, my dad has the same light blue Polish
No.
friggin' eye. What are you
No.
saying no about? What are you?
Not his
trying to get
eyes.
at?
Not his eyes. You're stopping at the eyes.
That's all. That's
I mean-
all. That's the same, Benny. You're gonna have to take my fucking word for it. I'm older than you. Okay, I rank above you, by the way. So just shut it.
Okay.
Just be respectful.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So, do
You're better
think
off
that-
working with me and not against me in the long run. Okay, on a deeper level.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Fair.
That's for sure.
That's
I
true.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't be stupid.
So, do you think she went missing on the 15th?
Very possibly she went missing before that, because you know what it was that really shocked me too was that Don Wells cried so hard, was so devastated on that Sunday before. So she might have gone missing, or he might have cried like that because he knew it was over and his little special girl was going to be gone. Because I believe he really loved his daughter. Do you? Do you agree with that?
Well, I mean, I think that if you think I took her, I would have to know a lot about this situation, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I think you do. But do you
So
think
why
Don
would
Wells
you
loved
be-
his daughter?
Do I think Don Wells loved his daughter?
Yeah.
That's a silly question, bro.
Why? Why is it silly?
Well, I mean, he provided food and clothes and whatever medial arrangement they had. Like
Wow.
he provided that. So
You don't
I
think
don't know.
You don't think he loved her? You're breaking my heart here, kid.
I don't know.
Oh shit. He didn't. Okay, well, that's a big statement coming from you, hon. That's big.
I mean,
That's good.
did I ever see? I never saw them in real life. I never really saw a lot of them together on the internet, other than pictures. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not here to speak for them.
You lived there with them.
For how long?
You tell me.
I've never even stayed the night at the Wells.
You
What do
stayed the
mean?
night there. Oh, come on. Are
I
you just
never
gonna
stayed
flat
the
out
night there.
lie? I won't accept lying.
Listen, they had cockroaches worse than I imagine probably you have in your house.
How
Because
big were they?
I saw the corner of when you did the spider thing. Your house is
Oh,
filthy.
yeah.
You need to get that together.
Oh, that was one corner. Give me a fucking break.
Well, yeah, you know what they say about cockroaches though and spiders. If
That
there's
wasn't
one,
a cop. First of all,
you had a roly-poly in your house. How
That
did you get a
spider-
roly-poly? Roly-polies are outside critters. How'd you get a roly-poly?
Why is she why is she saying that he stayed there? Like, did Benny Keyz ever go to the property? Like, how would he know something about the cockroaches? I don't like the way Rose has accused him or accused anybody, because I don't think she knows anything about it. I think Rose is a shit stirrer, and she has a weird obsession over missing children. And I think that, this is my opinion, but it's pretty much from what I've seen, I think Rose puts her own thoughts on what she thinks it has happened. And she's been disrespectful to the family, and she's thrown false accusations on people that she can't back. And, I think that also, I find it interesting that on her channel, if you look at her channel, you will see video after, videos of her playing what I showed you a few moments ago of Benny Keyz saying that he was going to, she better be careful. He's going to take her to court, as well as Ernie Shell. And then she's all playing it all off like he's threatening me. He's threatening me, like he's threatening bodily harm. And you can see in the beginning of this, she uses a phrase that he says and twisted it around as if that was violence. She has been saying that Benny Keyz was coming to kill her. Well, that's when I first noticed her. It was her. It was him and Avery, both at the same time back in January. So this woman has been doing this for 6, 7, 8 months or so. And now he's on her show. I find it interesting that she's all casual, she's all friendly with somebody that she's supposedly afraid of. And, if she was so, or has she allegedly called the police on him, or has she never called the police on him? Now, Anson, that was in the chat earlier, was saying that this is a big show, that they're buddies. Well, I don't know on what basis. That would be an assumption. Like, that's a theory that they're all buddies. It would be a theory that it's theater for us, but that's not a provable accusation right now. to me, it reads that maybe they're trying to work something out, whatever. But you can't tell. I can't. For me, as a listener, I can't say what was the motivation for Benny to even come on her show in the first place. I just find it interesting that she's willing to have him on her show. If she's so afraid of him, if he's such a killer, if he's responsible for Summer Wells, then why isn't she alerting the police about it? Why isn't she reporting him as a suspect? If that's the case.
I don't know. Well, I work in the garden. Maybe he came in on the bottom of my shoe.
Flat and then reinflated himself?
Or maybe the spider got in here. I don't know. Bugs get around. What do you
The
go?
spider drug him in the
live
house
on
just
Earth?
to eat him in the corner?
Well, you know what happened? As a
I
side
don't know
note,
what happened.
just let me just tell you a quickie. The little spider was pretty friggin' strong. That's
Okay, so trolling and exposing is saying that he has no case. Hey, you know what? If they want, yes, he does have a case. If they have been slandering him and she's been lying about him, it's about what she's doing to him, not what he's doing to them. Like when you go to court and they were to go to court over this, they'd have to come up with evidence that they were slandering them. All right. If they want to get him for slander, then they take him to court, but he may have enough evidence to actually take these people to court. As a matter of fact, I think he does. That it didn't matter if, you know, like if it would be his lawsuit. Crystal says, Cher was pushing the narrative 6 months ago that Benny was in Tennessee when Summer went missing and when they were fighting. And then Benny did visit the Wells in December, didn't spend the night. Since January. All right, so they slander each other, but if she's slandering him publicly on her YouTube channel and making claims like she has, he can sue her. He can sue her. Heck, I mean, she said stupid things about me, but if I wanted to, I could sue her. It wouldn't be worth it. I know that Rose lies about people because I've caught her in it because she's lied about me.
Spider that day after that video, the spider pulled that roly-poly up and she hid both of herself and the roly-poly, because when I looked back later, I said, where the fuck did the spider go? It was gone because I was going to clean him up.
All right, how can she sue him? How can she sue him? Tell me how she can sue him. What has Benny Keyz?
She was gone.
But you didn't feel guilty of videoing the tragic.
How can she sue him? What has Benny Keyz lied about Rose? I don't see it. I don't see Benny Keyz lying about what Rose is doing other than commenting on what she's doing to him. I haven't seen that yet. She said he's a hitman. Is he a hitman? Well, then, you know, if they can all sue him, then they should do it, right? But we're talking about him suing her, and I don't see where he's slandering Rose. I don't see it.
Graphic death of the roly-poly, though, did you?
Well, it was nature.
I mean, she is accusing him of being responsible for Summer Wells' death, and she is accusing him of threatening to kill her or coming after her for a long time. Really? Why is she still alive? And why hasn't he? Must be a shitty assassin if he can't. If she's still sitting there having him on her show.
What do you think about the death of Summer Wells? What do you think? Was that graphic?
How do you know she's dead, Rose?
I think
Tell
she's
me that.
dead. Do you think she's dead?
No. You didn't say think.
I think
you did after.
I wasn't there. Oh, is she? Do you believe she's dead? What do you think?
I sure hope not.
What do you believe?
I believe in hope, and I believe in miracles because I've seen them. So I believe there is hope.
Okay, what do you think happened?
I don't know, man.
Okay,
one day
You
one
were
day
part of this thing, so what do you think
Yeah.
happened? Are you going to make up a thing? One day I think this, one day I think that. Well, okay, what are the two options? What are your top two?
there is no just two options, Rose.
All
You
right,
know
what do you
that.
think?
Today,
Yeah.
I haven't looked at anything online to form a today's opinion.
Well, what was your? Give me a break. Seriously? Today's opinion, huh? You worked on this thing for a freaking year, and did you change your opinion every day? Is that part of your spin?
Spin.
Yeah, the
What
master
do you mean?
Yeah, because because
Do
you're.
you spin everything?
I can spin. I
Why?
can spin shit.
Why
I know how
not
to spin,
just
babes.
put it?
You're not the only one who knows how to spin. You and Nick and Rap. You're not the only spinners. Okay, there's webs, there's spinners, there's spiders, there's spiders, there's Baphomets, there's wizards, there's witches, there's covens, there's all this shit. Spinning, winning the web, right? The big wide web. Is it not a wide web? Wow, that must be made by a spider. I think there's a spider behind this whole friggin' thing. What do you think? Think there's a big, evil, ugly, dark
Do
widow,
not
black
think
widow
there's.
spider?
I do not think there's a spider. I think there's probably a. I don't even think this is a fledgling offender. I mean, if it's not the Wells, it's not this person's first. It's not this.
So the whole
person's first offense.
hitman thing comes from Rose. The whole, the whole thing. Let's throw it out there. And Benny and Ernie Shell is a super soldier. That comes from Rose too, right? Yeah, absolutely.
If it's the Wells, well, then they've done a great job, right?
Doing
They've done
what?
a great job hiding and concealing, not lying. They've
I
done a
would
terrible
give that
job lying.
credit to you more than them.
Would you?
Yeah, because they didn't hide it very well at all. You hid it better than they did.
You think everything you see.
You think everything's about you, baby. It's all about you, Mr. BK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that the YouTube represents every aspect and dimension of life, don't you?
Say that again.
I won't.
I think what?
So I know it's
You
pretty
can't
deep,
remember
wasn't
it.
it?
That's why you can't say it.
No, I said, you think the YouTube represents every dimension and aspect of life, don't you? That if it happens on the YouTube, there isn't anything actually
give
more
me a
than that.
break. I'm older than you. Give me a freaking break.
Then why aren't you any wiser and
sweetheart,
smarter?
I lived on Earth before there was these tech in our hand, okay? So I
Do
have
you
a
have proof?
memory. So I have a memory that everything isn't about YouTube and your spins, but do you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You broke up.
I said that. Oh, fuck.
Now it's you that doesn't remember, huh?
No, I know. I have no memory. Every time somebody comments, I read
So
it later,
now
I'm
you
like, I
guys
have
see
no
that
idea what I said.
that's point in case that if Rose says something about you, it's actually her.
Case
Yeah.
in point, if you say something about Don, it's actually about you.
Negative. It's actually about Don.
Let me ask you, do you think Don's a bad man, a good man, a terrible man, a messed up man, a messed up man? What do you think about Don?
I think when it comes to Don, I'll do what the Bible tells me, and it's to hate the sin and love the sinner. That's what I'll do.
So are you guys going to hang out when he gets out?
Probably not.
Probably
not.
Maybe
Yeah.
he'll come over to your house. What do you think he's going to do? How's he going to make a living? Since nobody's going to hire him.
Why don't you ask him? You know, you're really good at asking the wrong person questions for the wrong person.
Oh,
you need to ask him.
Wrongy, wongy, dongy, flongy. Let's see your goods. I want to see what you got going on there, babe. Everyone's always talking about you and your, stuff and everything. So, are you going to hang out with Don
I don't
Wells?
know. That's the sort of thing Nicolina would say. I'm not interested in any of that kind of.
Are you going to
commentary.
hide Don Wells when he gets out?
Am I going to hide Don Wells? Have I hid him before?
Kind
That
of.
fucking dude is taller than me. How could I hide his big ass?
Why is Don Wells in jail?
You're pretty tall, loud.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
You're probably equally or more in the audible category for sure.
In the what?
Audible. You're very audible.
Oh, I'm loud.
Yeah.
You mean?
Shit, yeah.
I know.
You're
It's
loud
terrible.
as hell. That's why I
no.
don't believe there's a 4-month-old there. I mean, I believe there's a 4-month-old there for many reasons, but specifically
Oh, you think the
because
4-month-old is here with me? No, I don't do my lives in front of my
For a DUI. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Avery.
in front of my children. Sorry, hon. I try to keep that private. I'm trying to keep my children protected from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Are you still there? You blocked out. Oh, he left.
He left. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Oh, he's back. He wants to come back. What happened?
I apologize. I received a debtor call, I guess you call it.
Okay. Oh gosh. Anyway, I feel traumatized by the Summer Wells case, and
Really?
it's
Why?
caused a lot of damage.
How are you
I believe you.
traumatized?
I believe you.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know that there's many people that don't actually know the girl or the family that have felt traumatized by it, and
Yeah.
you know, I think that when people are traumatized, they say crazy things, and I'm not saying you're crazy, but you know, I really think that it makes you sound less than your wisdom when you say things like, "Oh, Benny Keyz involved." That's just nonsense.
Come on, Benny.
I mean, I know it
Oh,
sounds
You
cute.
spent all
It
those
sounds
months
cute.
defending these two people.
I spent all the months defending the ideal of innocence before guilt. I still believe that, and you know what? I think that it would be
Yeah. See, she's blaming the parents when there's really no evidence, substantial evidence to convict the parents that they're guilty. That is an assumption. That's where Rose messes up. That's where Rose is doing damage on the internet.
very tragic dynamic for all of us, for the things that we've said and done. If we get to the end of this thing and find out that someone else is involved,
You know,
and
the
not
thing
Donnie
is that,
Candace,
you know, I realized is that
that would be tragic.
I heard
mean,
different people were around. I heard you were one of them. I wasn't there.
yeah,
I heard there were a lot of other people up
I
there.
bet you probably heard that from some idiot
you know
like
what I heard?
Dolly Vision.
No,
What?
no, not at all. I study a lot of people. I don't just stick with one person, for God's sake. No. It was
No,
probably
Rose, you're
doing sticking to the right
absolutely
person.
reckless on the internet about a lot of things, not just Summer Wells. All right. You were reckless and you are abusive to people on your channel. I just if people don't want to believe, if you're coming in now, watch the beginning of the show. It'll be jaw-dropping of what she said and what she does.
Person, you keep finding the wrong people.
I honestly believe there were a lot of people involved that day. I mean, there was way more.
Man, you can believe what you want. That's the thing. You can believe what you want.
Why do you care what I believe?
Why do I care?
Because you're saying it publicly, Rose. You're damaging people's evidence. That's why we care.
The money till I'm.
You know how people believe that I'm not out to kill you and that you're lying?
The money back, Benny.
You would never talk to someone.
Benny,
You would never
give the
talk
money
to
back
someone.
To Avery, let her spend it on somebody else.
Oh, so
yeah, Rose,
yeah.
That's
Tell
insane too.
it.
So here we go. Rose is saying fucking lies. All right, she's saying that Avery gave Benny money to off her. Bullshit, Rose. You have no proof of that. I've even asked her, show me your receipts. Show me your screenshots. Show me the threat. You have zero evidence of anything you say.
Avery to take her money and shove it. Okay, how about that? Avery, I know she's watching. Take your money and shove it. Why doesn't she take that 10K and take her kid on that vacation she was trying to get YouTubers to pay for?
How do you know he didn't go on the vacation?
I don't know.
Thinking you know. So why do you keep saying he didn't?
Oh, he did go on the vacation?
How do you know he didn't is what I'm asking you.
Who, the kid?
I know if he did or he didn't, but it's not my business to tell you. But
well,
I'm
did
saying
he go or didn't he go?
Well, you seem to know that he didn't.
I have no knowledge one way or the other whether she did or didn't.
Then you need to stop saying that he didn't go. That's what I would ask. I mean,
so he did go.
Did I say he went?
You're just playing games right now. Did the church?
No, what I'm saying is that it's not your business where that boy goes.
Benny,
you need to stop talking about
Benny, do you think the church?
You get upset when people call you. Listen here. You get upset when people
I can yell bigger than you.
You get upset when people call your daughter and your son-in-law and all of that stuff. And so then you do that, and then you worry about Avery's child. You need to worry about your child. You don't need to worry about Avery's child.
You know why I worry about my child, Benny? Because of you.
No. See, you need to worry about your child and not Avery's. And did he not go somewhere?
Avery's
That's
child
not your
is not
business.
my concern, but I am worried for all
Then
the
why do
children
you
on
keep
Earth.
talking about it if it's not your concern?
Why are you talking about it?
I'm telling you it's not your concern.
Oh, you know what you're doing. You're
I do know
validating
what
how
I'm doing.
you're validating how close you are to Avery, Miss Avery.
No, I'm not.
The one who
I would
paid
also
you, the
I
one
would
who
also
paid
tell.
you.
Look
She's
here.
got that money. Look, let me ask
I
you
would
this.
tell
If I give you
Nicolina not to call your daughter as well. I would tell Nicolina not to call your daughter as well. The same as I would tell you not to talk about Avery's son. It's the same thing.
Oh, that's interesting. You're so protective of Avery's son.
I said that Nicolina shouldn't call your daughter as well.
Thank you.
I'm protective of your daughter.
Do you think Nicolina should parade her 12-year-old in front of everyone on YouTube?
That's not my business. I don't care what that lady does.
So
if
why
it's
do you
good
care
for her,
so
it's
much
great
about
for her.
what I do, but you don't care what she does? Why do you care about what I do?
I care about one thing you do.
What do you care about?
I care about you perpetuating a slanderous statement.
About what?
Just to keep 50, 60, 70 people around.
That's right.
Oh, is that why I do it?
Yeah, I mean, even if Nicolina tells you,
Which slanderous
even if
statement,
Nicolina
hon?
tells you that Benny
Which
didn't
the one
have,
where I think you
even
were
if
involved with
Nicolina
Summer
tells you,
Wells because you
even
were?
if Nicolina tells you that Benny had nothing to do with it, like that's where I believe she may be far more intelligent. She'll say, I can't. Yeah, like seriously, like you sound like a kindergartner when you say that.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, it's like when my son comes home from school and tells me he had lunch with Iron Man. It's the same thing.
Oh,
Hell
is it?
yeah.
Oh,
Nicolina's
yeah.
at least
Hell
smart
yeah.
enough to know that
Hell yeah.
Benny's not involved in that. And anyone that thinks he
Benny,
is involved in that is an
on a
idiot.
scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you today that you're going to convince me that you had nothing to do with Summer Wells?
I mean, I think every single day that I wake up and I'm not in jail for having something to do with Summer Wells, you should feel overly confident, lady. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Do you think you're lucky stars?
Say that again. You broke up.
Do you think you're lucky stars every day you're not in jail?
I'm really surprised by the comments that people, are saying, like as if they're on Rose's side. I can't see where anybody would think that Rose is actually okay with what she's done or what she says. Like it's weird for me to see the other side of it. Like, oh, Rose, he's twisting your words, Rose. No, actually, it's the other way around. I see Rose twisting his words. So it's so weird for me. Like, I have a completely different perception of this conversation than some of her cronies in her chat.
Jail for what happened to Summer Wells?
I don't think about going to jail because I'm not involved with anything to do with Summer Wells.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Well, you made a lot of money off of the whole thing. I saw that.
I didn't make a lot of money off
and
of
I
that.
saw that Avery sent a ton of money.
So,
Avery owns your ass, huh?
No, I've never talked to Avery in real life.
Own, huh? Should I own your ass? If I give you 11,000, will you give her back to 10 and I'll own you? You'll do my bidding instead of her?
You don't even have 11,000 all in.
How gross. How gross.
What if I did? What if
I know you don't.
Rub it up. Well, let me ask you this. What if I did?
I wouldn't take your money if you had to liquidate stocks or assets to get $11,000. I wouldn't take it from you.
Why not?
Because you got a 4-month-old grandson, you should be worrying about his college or his whatever, right? You don't need to be.
I'd rather be his grandmother than dead. Do you think $11,000 might be worth it for me to get you to be my boy toy instead of hers?
So like
I'm trying to buy you off of her, asshole. What are you, stupid?
I don't want your money, Rose. I already have money. Your 11,000 is no good. It's no good to me.
It's not as good as her 10. Did she give you 15?
No, she's given me probably over the course of time. She may have given me $100 in super chat.
I've seen more than that. Oh, give me a break. I got the screenshots of the money she gave you. It was tons and hundreds.
How much is it?
No, hundreds.
Never.
Oh,
no.
Oh yeah.
No.
She's very
probably about
generous.
Probably about $100 maybe.
You guys are pretty close, huh? Pretty tight.
No, never. No, I don't even know her phone number.
You guys
Nothing.
text?
I don't even know if that's her real name.
She's got you on command.
No.
Oh, sure.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, I know you're a really good liar. You get A++ in that.
I know you wish.
I know you can because I videotaped you saying if they said I had a baby with Candace, would I lie? Yeah, I'd lie. I would lie about that. So I know you're happy to lie without any stress at all.
Yeah,
So you
know
mean
what?
Jose?
I'm gonna
You
address
mean Donna's only scared of me, not
Avery's
Jose?
comment there. This is why I left Dolly. I couldn't take Team Rose anymore, and that's when all the hell broke loose. You know what? Because I think she engages in targeted harassment. I think Rose is guilty of cyberbullying people, underage people. I watched Dolly Vision, abuse your son, and the things that they said. I think I've even done my own shows about it. Frankly, I'm really disgusted by these people because they not only do they attack adults and lie about the people who are adults, especially Rose, but they are attacking minors. And yet they're saying that they're trying to solve cases of abducted children. I think it's foul. Oh, you think that's funny? I mean, I've documented it. You should see my videos that I've done on this topic already. This is not my first one. Trust me. I've been following Rose on this since January, and I know her back from 2015 from the UFO super soldier community. She's a disinfo person.
Jose? Because he only thought Jose was messing with his wife. You're saying I had a baby with her and I went right to his house and Don didn't do nothing to me, huh?
No, it was after he.
Oh, it was after?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, how is this solving a case? How is Rose solving a case? I mean, this is like really an actual show where she has somebody else on besides herself, where she's like not actually putting her makeup on in front of people and talking about herself. Because like most of Rose's shows are her own hysteria and her own self-absorption. The multiple channels that she's had up before today, before this one. This is not her first channel. She's an actress. She's not who she said she is. Multiple profiles. Causing problems in chat rooms of shows that are supposedly supposed to be searching for missing children, creating a completely abusive narrative. She is exactly what the Wells went on Dr. Phil's show and talked about what YouTube and what social media had done to them. Rose is guilty of participating in that, and so have a lot of other people. You know, you are not solving anything. She's not solving anything. Rose is not. All she's doing is stirring up shit and harming people on YouTube. End of story.
It's 9 months to have a baby. There's a whole year there.
You do know it's been 15 months, right?
Yeah. So how's the baby?
I don't know. Is it a boy or a girl?
I don't know. Is it a boy or girl?
You tell me. You seem to know.
I think it's a boy.
Do you? Do you?
Mm-hmm. Is he cute?
Strapping young?
Does he have your eyes?
I don't know. I hope he has eyes.
Oh, you hope he has eyes? Jesus, you're right.
You know what? You don't come trolling and exposing. Don't come on my channel and tell me to chill. Don't come on my channel and tell me to chill. Who the fuck are you?
I think you wish
tell me.
It's kind of
chill.
Kind of childish. You sit around.
I'm done with you. I don't like you. You're not in my chat anymore.
Did you come up with that on the fly?
You're a fucking troll.
No.
You're out of here.
That on the fly, or did you
You're out of here. Bye. Bye, trolling and exposing. Done.
You're pretty good at this.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. I knew you'd see that. But you have a kid in the background. What are you going to do with your little boy today?
We are going to ride four-wheelers. I built him a racetrack yesterday. Well, he helped me.
That's good. So, do you give him chores? How old is he?
All the time. He's 4.
What kind of chores does he get?
This is my live stream, You don't like my attitude. You don't like my energy. Go someplace else. Get the fuck out of my chat.
Don't ask him to do anything. He elects. So he sees sticks in the yard, he'll go pick them up. Trash, he'll pick it up.
You should work with that. You know, when he's 5, he's going to try really hard to please you, just like Summer. When he's 5, he's going to want to please his parents.
What does Summer have to do with it?
I don't know. She was 5.
Yeah.
Cutest age.
Honestly, I am kind of like shocked.
If you're not abused and
by the creeps that have shown up in my chat over Rose. I think that's very telling.
Drugged up.
You know what?
When you're 5, you can be a really sweet kid.
I actually disagree. Like 5 probably is a good age, but it's like the official, it's the official, like, no more baby. Like 4 years old is like the last baby year. At 5, they're kids now.
Oh my God. Really? She's claiming that Benny got Candace Wells pregnant. Okay.
Big kid.
Yeah. Yeah, could be.
So,
7 is another turning point where they really leave childhood. Yeah, but you know, 12 is even bigger.
Yeah.
And 12 is when they really need their dad, by the way. And they need their mom, you know, really the whole childhood.
You know, I even prayed before the show and I said, God, please help me to like stay calm. And I haven't. It's gotten to me. Sorry for, I can yell and I can cuss. That's right. Okay. That's why she was asking him how the baby is. Yeah, Shelly, right? I don't know. Like, I've not had a chat like this. This is, I've had some people, come in at certain times, but like it's been a long time that I've experienced this, and I'm surprised. Like, what? Wow, there must be. I must be poking somewhere, right? Team Rose, right? Team Rose showed up. Thank you. I am human. I am human. Okay. It irritated me. Tell me to chill.
But then when they turn 12.
Are you giving a reference out for Nicolina during our conversation, Rose?
I'm actually giving it up to you.
For what, Rose?
Well, I don't know if I can help Nicolina be a better parent. I'd like to help her. She does need help, and I do think she.
What if everything Nicolina is doing is an act just for you?
Then she's a very sick woman.
Or a very great actress.
She might, I'll give her acting skills to a point. But I don't know if she can change her voice at all. Do you think she
probably? I think any of us, just like you can. I think any of us can do anything. Yeah. No, I'm a terrible actor.
So is Renegade like a paid job? You pay taxes on that, or what?
No, self-appointed.
How do you make money?
Self-appointed, just like being an alcoholic, right, Tom?
Right. Yeah, but when I'm like, who are you? It's like, I'm a renegade. Well, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
but what the hell kind? How do you make your dollar, baby?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, go on.
Like, I pray and hope for ad revenue occasionally, but I don't ever get any ad revenue, which means like the money from the videos. So I have essentially a very tight group of members. Like, I'm not here to make money. I make some money, but that ain't why I'm here.
Why are you here?
I was here for 18 months. I've only been monetized for the past little bit. I was here 18 months. How did you
get monetized so fast? I mean,
how did I?
Yeah, well, you've been monetized for over a year.
I have not been monetized for over a year. I've been monetized like 5 months.
Well, you were monetized during the big search for Summer during the first year before it goes cold.
I was not, Rose. I wasn't. That's incorrect, madam.
So what month do you think, are you saying that you started getting monetized? You started taking super chats and all that?
5 months ago.
Huh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now, so I did recently just meet the requirements to monetize my second channel. So now both channels are monetized, but I don't do a lot anymore. I'm focused on other things. It's not.
You're on there. So how do you make your living?
That's not really your business.
Oh, okay. So are you a hitman?
If I am, I'd be the world's best, wouldn't I? Come on the internet, call myself a hitman, all kinds of shit.
I know.
I would be an idiot,
why
huh?
did you call yourself a hitman? Was that like a joke?
Why would I?
Why did you? I know. I was like, does he mean it? Is he?
Okay, should I skip it ahead? Like where? Like how? Kitty's like doing the meowie right now. All right. Yeah, honey. I get my Orlando is it's starting to get to the witching hour. I mean, not witching hour, but I mean like he starts howling around this time because he's got to get some kitty chooch. Okay. Now, like, how much more does this go before he storms off? Should I am I missing anything here? Because I'm kind of like okay, so we're getting close because he goes about right there. So let's back it up a little bit. Oh, come on, honey. Yeah, baby.
Relationships, that word is a term of endearment. Is it one there? I don't know.
Oh, come on. Then why am I getting shit for it?
I don't know.
And
probably because you keep going with her.
If you watch my clip, you will see he did not call her daughter a bitch as a term of endearment. He actually expressed how horrified he was and how the little child moved the house with her mouth and how she terrorizes all of them, including the 19-year-old who does nothing but let himself be abused by her. And
is that little girl, is she doing anything different than any 12-year-old, really?
Oh yeah, my kid never acted like that. Is that how your kids act? My kids didn't act like that. I think
kids in general can have moments when they act just like that.
Jimbo's kid that you love to hate, his daughter did not act like that.
I don't hate Jimbo's kid either.
Well, Jimbo's kid was a very nice, respectful little girl.
Then why would you preface it by saying I hated her like the first thing you say, Jimbo's daughter, the one you hate? Why would you say
you hate her? Jimbo? I didn't say you hated her daughter.
I don't hate Jimbo.
Okay, I take it back. You don't hate.
Do you have that big a heart where you can carry around a bunch of love and hate? I don't have room in my heart to hate. I might not like some of the things people do. People don't like what I do, but I don't hate nobody.
Really?
I don't have time to hate anybody on YouTube.
I don't believe you. I've seen you act hateful, so I think you're just lying right now. Come on.
The acting hateful and being hateful. Are you saying they have to be the same thing?
You've acted very hateful.
I have.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you today that I don't hate nobody.
You made me hate you at times. I've hated you a lot.
That's the things abusers say. Only abusers say, look what you made me do. I didn't make you hate me.
You say that all the fucking time, abuser. I heard you say the other day.
When I'm joking.
Caught you. Yeah. You're such a liar. Listen.
That's what abusers say, Rose.
You are an abuser.
You made me hate you.
You said it. You said, do it, Team Rose or whoever.
I made you hate me.
Make me do it. You make me do this to you. You said it. Said it.
I put the LOL in the.
Holy shit. You think I'm not onto you? What would you do if you knew I was onto you? Like really onto you? What would you do? Would you keep spinning bullshit with me or would you get honest and straight?
If you were on,
what would you do, Betty, if your life was actually in the end when you die and you have the big orgasm, the big deathgasm in the sky?
Yeah.
What would you do if you found out that everything that happened to you after that point was up to me? And I'm giving you a heads up. What would you do with that information? Because you got about 40 years.
Thank God I know that's not reality. So that's not even anything I'll entertain.
It's just conjecture. Play along.
You have a deity complex, clearly.
Do I?
Yeah, I think.
Oh God! Do I think I'm godlike, or do I think the Father God is actually my father? I thought that you were religious now, darling.
I can't answer that
for
you,
but I can say. Come on.
I can't answer it, but I can say you might be exhibiting what could be called.
Quote something from the Bible.
No, not this morning.
Bible thump me, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
We're trying to do the whole Christian thing. You have to have at least one phrase up your sleeve to pull off that shit. You gotta have something you rely on.
Thou shalt not kill.
Okay, well you better not fucking kill me then, bitch.
Ooh.
Oh, I meant that as a term of endearment, by the way.
Hey, I'll take it.
Bitchy witchy.
I'm not mad at you, baby.
You love it when I call you bitch. You like it when a bitch slap you. Admit it.
It doesn't bother me.
Do you like to ride motorcycles like Frankie? The one
No.
who called Nicolina's little daughter a bitch.
Let's
You know,
see.
right? He was all butthurt because he couldn't get his butt hurt on his little Harley, and he was very upset. And he took it out on his wife, and I thought he was
Rose,
I kind of
Rose,
felt
listen.
bad for her, to be honest.
When are you gonna start realizing that Frank is an awesome troll too? He lives with the troll of. I mean, she's an immaculate troll. So you get up there, and you think if he's saying these things that, like, and there are many.
You want to know
people
what
like
I? You want to know what I
that
think?
he's serious.
Well, when you
What?
get drunk, you start to say the shit you really want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you say the stuff you want to say?
I don't drink, so I don't need to worry about that. But when he
drink?
does, yeah, because okay. Look, if he's a
Do
troll,
you smoke?
yeah. If he's a troll, then he's an actor, like her, right? But here's what I think.
I don't think that trolling is acting.
Did you hear what she said? If he's a troll, come on, baby, give me a little more time. Okay, honey? Okay, baby? I'm talking to my cat. All right. If little more time, okay. Maybe I might have to give him some catnip. If they're a troll, they're an actor. Isn't that what she is? She's an actress. So is Rose a troll?
Troll.
I mean, I see how some people that aren't familiar with the YouTube-ish might think that, but it's not.
YouTuberiole.
I mean, it's part of it, right? It's not acting though. I mean, it's not. I mean, real actors would look at it and say,
I don't
not
think
acting.
I think Frank's a normal human being who was abused as a kid, and that's why he's drawn to abusive relationships.
I don't think he was abused as a kid. I think
Well,
he grew up a Michigander, and Michiganders, especially ones that work in the trades. He's a roofer. Those guys, you know, they just live a blue collar life. It consists of beer.
Well, when he said that he sort of liked being abused, I thought that's what a person who's been abused as a child would say.
It's also the kind of thing that someone would say on YouTube to troll someone else.
You think Frank's a troll?
I think that Frank's a troll. He knows how to troll. Yeah.
You think he was trolling his 8-year-old stepdaughter and 12-year-old stepdaughter when he called her a bitch?
I think they're all.
Oh my
trolling.
God! Talk about trolls. Let's
it's
address what's happening in my chat. Mexican man says, "What's the point to your stream? Did you not read the title? Okay, move on." To Priest Benjamin, I don't even know him really. All right, so disability fraud Benny. Wow, you guys are almost borderline hoaxed, and you're going to be out of my chat. Wow, unbelievable! What is this? Team Rose. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Thanks for showing.
You think calling her, you think that Frank calling his stepdaughter a bitch was trolling me?
How do you know he called her a bitch?
I heard it.
How do you know he wasn't calling Nicolina one?
He called both of them that.
Oh, I mean, I don't listen to it.
Well, I
or
have
watch
it recorded. I listened to it. I was shocked. I recorded the whole thing. And
although
he also called Nicolina very mean, and she looked over at him, and then she had to, she's got to control him, right? So when
have you ever heard a man tell a woman she's sexy when she's mad?
Oh yeah,
I know this is over.
So right. So if you're sexy when you're mad, and you know your guy
if
thinks
you're sexy and
that
you're
way,
mad, clap your hands.
Doesn't it stand to reason that she might try to project herself as Rose? Seriously, wouldn't it seem? All right, Rose, have a great day. Okay.
Okay, love ya.
Love you, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that's it. That's the interaction between Rose and Benny Keyz. I don't know. I mean, I showed earlier that he, I guess earlier in the week, he threatened to sue her, or threatened to sue Ernie Shell. He came on her show. We saw this banter go on. She's doing, as far as I'm concerned, she's doing a lot of trash talking. Rose is, and Rose does. I played, people want to know what's this, what is this show about? What are you doing here? What are you doing on my channel? Oh, hit the subscribe and the like bell. Okay. Unbelievable the amount of people that came. I mean, I don't know what, 6 people maybe came in, and they were here to disrupt over Rose. Like I'm sorry, but what I showed in the beginning of the video, you can't. Well, why don't I just play it again? Let's just end it with what I started. If you think this woman is so cool and you don't get what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, wait, one more thing. Let me look at Sippy Talker really quick. And then I'm gonna say sayonara here because it's getting late and tomorrow's a school day. Okay, Mississippi Talker. Let's see. I am I'll do a share screen of like anything that maybe looks like, oh, Team Rose gets final, Sippy warning. Okay, so Sippy did a video about Rose and she's given her some sort of warning. I'm not going to play any of Sippy's videos because she's mean enough to copyright strike me, even though I'm showing fair use. But okay, but she's done something here regarding Summer Wells. All right, but I don't think that, like, what, okay, Sippy's warning her for what? Like, what she's going to do to her? Like, call the police? Like most of Sippy's warnings, and she's like, oh, she doesn't practice the occult, but they have to do with spirituality or some sort of spiritual threat, as if she's got some sort of pull in some realm. Okay, so that's my what I've seen from Sippy. All right, that's usually where Sippy's threats are. Is that her first video about Team Rose? But Anson, that came in the chat said that Sippy was saying that, they were saying that it's a big show, that Benny, Keyz, and Rose are a big show. Like it's just another big part of the distraction of the circus. Okay. I can't really say, like maybe, okay, but I mean, that always could be a possibility, right? I mean, I'm not completely saying that that's not possible, but Rose is the actress that I know of. Benny, I don't think he's an actor, whether it's play or not, there have been people that have suffered. One of them is in my chat room right now, Avery. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I've seen what she's done and said about her. I don't think it's okay. I think she has no evidence. I think it's abusive. I've seen Avery go through abuse by Jimmy Jan's TV, as well as Rose, as well as her son. I think it's disgusting. It's not okay. And for those who are not sure what my stream is about, it's about Rose. It's really about Team Rose and what I know about her and what I've already been reporting about Team Rose. I think Team Rose is an abusive person on the internet, on YouTube, and she's sniffing around. She wasn't in true crime. She wasn't involved in Jimmy John's TV before. She wasn't involved in these things. She was involved in the super soldier stuff. She was a conspiracy theorist. She's also spread 17th letter of the alphabet type of information on her one profile that had Crystal Montgomery was the name originally. Now I think it's Clarice Montevel or something like that. She's changed the name. She has different personas. She is an actress. She is an instigator. I think she's a problem, actually. That's what I think. That's what my show is about. That's what this live stream is about. That she's overstepped her boundaries. And I'm here and I'm discussing it on my channel. Yeah, it is. It's disgusting. Yeah, Willow Williams. Yeah, it hurts my heart. Yeah, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It hurts our heart. But you know what? Maybe we should have a little bit of humor. And I did pull that up. We need some laughs, right? So let me see if I can rectify that a little bit. Let's do something a little bit lighter on the front on things here. Let me see. Wait, hold on. I've got something. Okay. I'm going to go with this person's shorts. Here they are. Okay, wait, let me find it. They've done Facetune. This is a Facetune of Rose that's been done. Let me see if I can like share it here. Thermal Mermaid. Here we go.
I'm Mary Reynolds. Por favor, señora. We almost got you, bro. My name is Patricia.
I don't know how funny that is, but
I'm Mary Reynolds. Por favor, señora. We almost got you, bro.
Find another one. You know what? It's hard to share the 1-minute videos. They don't work as well. Okay, so that's not so. It wasn't so funny. I've let you guys down. You were still in the ball, Terry. They came to you like one of those tennis ball machines tonight. Yeah, they did. They annoyed me. Yeah, I'm not going to put up with that. I'm not in the mood, man. I don't care. I don't know them. I don't care. I'll shoot those guys down. All right. One last. Oops. What's this? Invite guests. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. One last thing. Okay. One last memory. One last like I'm gonna book in this show just to like reiterate how what this is her in action, and I how in the hell that anybody thinks this is okay is literally beyond me. Okay? Literally beyond me. I'm going to play it again.
This is Team Rose in all her motherfucking glory.
You think I'm going to take orders from you, bitch? You know, you're expendable, Nicolina. You think you're the top of the CIA? Is that why? Are you Ernie's handler? Is that why you're always harassing him like that? You think you're part of the big CIA and Ernie's a little super soldier that's running off and might go, oh, you got to find him. You don't know what he's doing. You're obsessing over him. Huh? You little CIA handler. Duh.
Now, Team Rose, this is going to your daughter. In fact, there's going to be a lot of contact with your daughter. So she knows exactly what she needs to do with you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I was just pissing. What did you say?
Oh, why don't you just shit as well?
I was just peeing.
Okay, pee and shit.
Oh my
Are you
God.
going to wipe yourself? Maybe you need those 12-inch nails of chaotic beauties to help you.
It's my CIA phone. They're calling to see when they can.
Oh, what are they calling you from? My sister, my daughter is furious with you.
I'm sure she's more furious with you than.
No, she's furious with you. You have no right to do
I
what
doubt
you do. And
it.
the whole world, you know, you're such an arrogant piece of shit.
I doubt
And this is why you think it's okay to be a bad mother.
landing.
And you know what? I know people like you who are bad mothers. They go so crazy. When you call them a bad mother, they will do anything like you. You're going to rip me to shreds, aren't you? Because you'd rather rip me to shreds, Nicolina, than focus on your daughter and pay attention to your daughter and do something fun with your daughter. Why did you take your daughter to Italian lessons? I took my son to Italian.
Rose just completely threatened rape upon her daughter by Don Wells. We're not true crime. How many lives do you want us to make about Don Wells being a piece of shit person? We're not fucking grifters. We talk about predators right fucking now, like Ernie Shell. And now, Team Rose.
Lessons. Why don't you take your daughter to?
This is the woman that wants a known child rapist to come to our house.
And teach me a few lessons. You need to grow up and stop saying those things about a 12-year-old little girl because you don't like my mom. You shouldn't wish that upon anyone, especially a 12-year-old little girl. So how about you grow up and get your life together? And maybe you should apologize to me and my mother because the things you wish upon me is unbelievable. It's honestly sad that a grown woman would wish something like that upon me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who you think you are.
This is Debbie Director. She's probably still talking. I'm going to unmute her.
Oh, I was talking that whole time. I didn't even hear your stupid daughter.
Now, she just called a 12-year-old stupid. I hope she still gets to see her grandkids after that, so she can put this abuse on them.
I was screaming into the thing the whole time. I didn't hear a word you said.
Maggie, stupid?
Okay. Let me speak.
No, I'm not letting you speak. Goodbye, bitch. Why don't you get offline, little girl, and go study?
She just called a 12-year-old a little bitch. So I'm going to stop it there.
Okay, Stephanie H2O, I know exactly who you are. You came over here in the video that I actually ended up taking down because you were like making threats on it. You know exactly what I think about Sippy Talker. You're a Sippy Talker. You've been doing videos with Sippy Talker. You're here. Aren't you up late? Don't you live in the South someplace? Stephanie H2O, you're out of my chat. And if anybody wants to see anything about Sippy Talker, just check it out on my Spotify and not my rabbit hole. I have a whole entire show about her. And I'm not talking about Sippy because I don't care about Sippy. All right. Sippy is not a part of this show. All right. Yeah, she threatened me. She cursed me. I have a sound bite of her doing it on my podcast on Spotify. End of story. Sippy, Lionel Royale, you're all part of Team Rose as far as I'm concerned. No, I'm not talking about Sippy. I don't care about Sippy. I don't care about her channel either. All right? Stephanie, get off my channel. Stephanie H2O, what a crock of shit. Okay, I'm saying goodbye now. Thanks for watching, everybody. What a way to go. I was in a pretty happy mood. Then I had to deal with this Sippy Talker shit. I'm not in the mood. I'm not having any Sippy Talker shit. I don't care about Sippy. Sippy's not a part of this discussion. All right? Wow. Yeah, I know. See? Something's weird happening. It's all connected. That's what I think. It's all connected. Sippy Talker creeps me out. That's my opinion. I've had an awful experience with Sippy Talker, and she comes from Team Rose. She sought me after I started talking about Team Rose. Don't get me started on the whole Lionel Royale thing and how she manipulated him. Basically blackmailed him because he wasn't doing her bidding correctly, took out videos that she kept private for over a year and then reissued them to get back at him. Basically, they had to do with something that I really don't want to say on YouTube, but it also involves children or younger people, not necessarily children, people that aren't of age. Let's just put it that way. And Blue's Clues. So do some research and figure out those things. You can probably figure out what I'm talking about. But she held on that information on her channel just to whip him afterwards. I think very little of Sippy for doing that. Because if she's truly cared, she would have kept the information private and then whip it out when somebody didn't do her bidding correctly. I might not be right about her occult practices or her witchcraft or her curses against me that she did that I got sound bites for, but I will say she did do that. And that makes her not honest as far as I'm concerned. If you know somebody's a predator, call the police. Don't blackmail them. I'm done with you people. When I say you people, I mean Sippy, anybody Rose adjacent, any of the people that came in here and trash talked whatever. I'm over it. All right. Have a great week, you guys, and vote for me for Fab Over 40. I'm gonna end the show. I'm gonna bring the live stream. And if you'd like to support me, my channel, I'm gonna do another little banner here as we leave. I've got a PayPal, Venmo. If you want to donate to the Terry Joyce College Fund, it's much appreciated because I am a student for journalism for digital media. Believe it or not, I'm not just some lunatic on YouTube. Sorry, but thank you for watching for participating. Thermal Mermaid, it's good to see you here, even if you woke up in the middle of the night. Now that's dedication, lady. So thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Avery. I love your podcast. Matter of fact, check out Murder Candy Podcast. Subscribe to her channel. She's uploading some good stuff. I'm so glad to see that you went back to true crime. You didn't let these people stop you because stop pointing. You have content, real content. These other people don't. So I want you to know that about yourself. I think you do. But I really appreciate your work, and I like to see how you're growing, and I really think that you're doing something. These other people like Rose, she's just causing drama. She's an instigator. She's obstructing in an investigation of a missing child. She is the problem. She is what the mainstream media says is the problem with YouTube. So is Jimmy Jams, Dolly Vision. That's what I think. That's what I've seen. Same thing with Ernie Shell. He's a shield. He's a shell. And he's not a super soldier. Trust me. On that note, love you too, Willow. Thank you. Good night, you guys. To the night owls. Okay, so I'm going to end on this. I'm going to play my song out. Let's get it started here. Take care of this kitty.
Highly emotional, baby. Highly emotional, baby. Highly emotional, baby. Don't take it personally. Highly emotional, baby. Highly emotional, baby. Highly emotional, baby. Party, blame it on the booze. Grab a gun if you want it. Make fake news on the news. Wipe your tears, cry, baby, baby, baby. Ooh, it's not about you. I don't even get it. Why you got the blues and the world on your shoulders, walking every shoe. Wipe your tears, scream, go up and dance, like we all. It's not about party, blame it on the booze. Grab a gun if you want it. Make fake news on the news. Wipe your tears, cry, baby, baby, baby. Ooh, it's not about you. Baby, baby, ooh. I don't even get it. Why you got the blues and the world on your shoulders, walking every shoe. Wipe your tears, scream, go and dance like we all. It's not about you.